I enjoy the sort of dice rolling bidding war between David and Tim. The roll off. I enjoy just how frustrating Daphne finds the Gazul followers. It's like quite a temple. And yeah, it's a good time. I'm excited to get to Parvus and see what else happens.
Anything could happen in Parvus land.
Anything could happen in Parvus.
City! Just kidding. Tim!
Hey! Yeah, man. Am I just generally checking in? I feel good.
What's something cool that happened to you last week? And how do you feel? And something cool that happened last time you played D&D, or something another character did that you liked last time you played D&D?
Something cool that just happened to me is I got a nice massage, and then I took a hot bath. One right after the other.
You have very chill Lord Hans today.
I'm feeling
I'm amazed that you're upright.
Yeah. Extremely relaxed.
Nice.
Yes. Also got a good amount of exercise today. Feeling good, man.
Good.
So last time I played D&D, was that circus, that carnival group where I play the paladin, Sir Chesley, and I had to study up on Chesley because I hadn't played him in a long time. Relearn all his abilities and stuff, and then the only combat ended right before Chesley had to swing his sword. But there was some great role playing as Sir Chesley faced down a demon, a powerful demon, and almost gave up his own life to try to
almost got murdered by a demon.
Kill this demon, but decided to live another day. So and I'm looking forward to today's session.
Yeah.
In the Temple of Gazul.
Intactilius!
Julie?
Let's see. So I was started Mr. Carnival. I really loved the last time. I really love, I know my character doesn't know about Daphne's thing, but I'm loving this like hair trigger it being insulted thing, like in the temple when she made her like spirit. She was like, they're like, you're not a member. She's like, oh yeah. And it's like, no, but you're not a member. Like, that's like, this is new.
I got places to be.
So that was awesome. And I just love all the detail of the world. I really love the woman, the eye patch Jane Lynch lady hitting on Jasper as well, or like that she was into Jasper and got hers. And that's it. What I'm looking forward to? New stuff, new plays. I don't know what else we're sharing, but I'm just happy to be here. Yay!
I'm here too.
Alright.
Mikhail?
So I don't know if I've said this already, but I'm changing jobs.
Yeah.
I'm starting in April, so that'll be cool. Much closer. Besides that, just playing board games with people mostly. Last time I played, it was with you two in the circus, and my brother, which is I haven't played with my brother D&D in a while, maybe like a couple of years now.
His brother's DMing the one that's on the 25th about coins.
Yeah, that one sounds pretty fun.
But Michael's gonna be at WonderCon.
Yeah, I'll be gone. It was very interesting to see the dynamic of different people trying to do different things. I know like 3 of us wanted to make a deal with the monkey guy, or the ape guy, or whatever he was. I forgot the
Shakespeare ape.
Shakespeare ape.
Yeah.
But I think Chesley and somebody else was like, no, we're fighting him.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, okay, I guess. And then when Chesley was gonna fight the demon, my character was like, all right, well, I'm out. So good luck with that.
Yeah. We all just left him there.
Yeah, you like turned around and there was none of us, right?
Because Ben told us at the beginning of the session, there's one person in this whole campaign that has a really, really high CR, and if you battle him, you will probably have all TPK.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the thing, he's like, I was poking at this ringmaster forever, like, what's your real identity? And he's like, floof, and he's this giant miniature of a rainbow. It was like this big of a rainbow demon with a 10-foot tall sword,
Yes!
like a rainbow painted demon. I'm like, this is clearly the Ultra CR Death Guy.
I mean, to me, even if he wasn't, Happy wouldn't have attacked him for no reason. There was like no real
Right.
reason to. We already freed everything. He said he was a good guy and trying to make a change. So yeah, it didn't make sense for my character.
Yeah, my character also wasn't metagaming.
But yeah, that was fun.
That demon was evil.
Yeah, you kept saying everything was evil, so I was just like, I don't fucking trust this guy's intuition at all.
Yeah, he was like totally alone. He was gonna face this massive creature, and he was on the precipice.
And two other guys too.
Yeah, and two
doppelgangers, yeah.
And two doppelgangers.
Laura's favorite creatures. Yeah, they come from Liebenstock.
They do come from
Yeah,
Liebenstock.
all doppelgangers.
Well, they mostly congregate there.
Yeah, because it's Liebenstock.
Yeah.
Cool thing that happened to me this week is that Siobhan booked recurring on General Hospital.
Wow,
Yeah.
recurring.
Wow.
Dang.
She's gonna be these two people's kid that are way hotter than me and Aaron. Because Siobhan is really gorgeous, so now she's found her real tribe.
Nice.
So if
She's
it really,
living the Hollywood story.
yeah, if they shoot her enough times, she'll pay for her own daycare. Thank God.
That's great.
What,
Of course,
what's her character's name?
Baby Amelia. I'm not allowed to tell you guys this at all, but by the time I post this on YouTube, it'll be 6 months from now, and you guys won't tell anybody. Will you?
Well, you also shouldn't say that this was shot beforehand either.
Huh?
If you signed an NDA, we were shooting this after
This
the
is
aired.
after that.
Yeah, we shot it after this aired anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Where were we talking? Where am I? So yeah, that was exciting and fun,
cool.
and also I met Jason Alexander this week.
Oh, nice.
Because
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Seinfeld thing.
we finally started recording the Seinfeld podcast.
Yeah, that's great.
And I tried really hard all week to get Jason Alexander, Michael Richards, Wayne Knight to be guests on the show. But instead, I got everybody else that's not them that was on these episodes that we were doing. And I was like, okay, cool. And I had a nice conversation with Jason Alexander's managers, Carol Yumkiss, who's really just super old school manager type, which I usually get along with. And so I'm like producing the show. I'm talking to them in their ears, like, hey, jump to this card. Yeah, do this. And I'm like looking at all the timers and shit. And I do a double take, and Jason Alexander's standing over my right shoulder, and he crashed the show.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
how fun.
Oh.
A group of his entourage were all following him around taping this, and yeah, he just went in and like cuddled with John for like
Oh.
2 or 3 minutes and then left.
Fun.
That's cool.
So I've been pretty like manically joyful since
Good.
we recorded the podcast. Yeah, good.
No,
Nice.
we like that.
Enjoy.
If I start screaming as a character, you'll know why. Too much energy. I got some new
You have,
communal
to,
dice.
you have to use all Seinfeld character accents today for the
Yes.
NPCs.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
That's not that difficult, especially if they sound like Larry David or Jason Alexander. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, Hortense Bancroft.
Yes!
They sound like Jason
I was
Alexander.
gonna say Larry
The
David.
George's dad. Yeah.
D&D. Yeah, you know, someone in the last game. There's a new member to the club, David Chen, also a manager. Maybe you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know
Um,
David.
And we were trying to find out who killed the Sphinx, and we were looking at some yellow sand, and like the Sphinx had some yellow sand on her paw or something that was dead. And so we were in this guy's tent, and there was yellow sand, and he was like, "Is there any Sphinx poop in the sand?" And I was like, "What is he doing?" And he was thinking, maybe the Sphinx came in here and used this sand as a litter box, and that's why she had yellow sand in her hair.
Oh
And
my god.
I thought that was.
But it was also the motivation on why the snake charmer would have killed her.
right. That would be his motive.
Yeah,
Is that the Sphinx was using the tent as a litter box.
I feel like I'm the DM. I changed it. I'm like, yes, that is the answer.
Exactly.
Correct.
That's what I was telling Ben, because
Yeah.
we were on break and he was like telling us everything that he was doing behind the screen and why this wasn't going to happen. And I was like, dude, don't tell us anything. Just say what you want. Just make what you want to have happen.
Yeah.
You know, at the end he was like, oh, it would have been really fun if you guys went to the puppeteer. Like, just make the puppeteer appear
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, if that litter box thing is good, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, duh. That's
It's using it as a litter box. But we got to fight a Shakespeare reciting ape. So
a shape speaker.
Yeah.
that joke was also made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was Shakespeare.
Yep.
Shakespeare, yeah.
I murdered him.
Murder.
Cold
Wow.
blooded.
In like one run round.
Yeah, that dude was dead. He got super sneak attack.
Yeah, I sneak attacked him twice in one round.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's pretty
So really brief recap of last session. I know the end of the session was that we went to the Temple of Tactilius. Una gave some money to somebody she shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the top of the temple. Everybody was having a slow motion orgy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was like, "You're not a member," to you, and you were like,
Yeah.
"Here's my creature."
Uh-huh.
And then you guys went to talk to the low priest Zool with the long fingers and the creepy voice, and you weren't really convincing him. So what happened? You suggested him, or
Yeah.
Jasper suggested him?
Has him cast suggestion on Jasper to cast suggestion.
Right.
So Jasper has him like nudged Jasper in the ribs, and Jasper cast suggestion.
Do you want to try this one instead if that one is not fitting?
I'll try it, sure.
Cool. Another Levi's one. Yeah, what happened before you guys got to the temple last time?
We
were
got
some
his
lessons.
cure.
scared.
We had to,
Oh, the whole northern
he had to
voiceover
wear a
thing.
poop
Yeah.
suit.
Oh yeah.
He had to cover
We
himself.
treaded right on the line of terrible with the southern stuff.
right on that line.
You are now carrying the deep fang of the north.
That's right. I
Um,
have a
The fang of
magic
the deep
weapon.
north.
yeah, and you guys did not kill a flail snail.
Yeah.
Didn't want-
So now you can prepare to run into a flail snail every single session.
Yay.
Nice.
Yeah, 'cause we have them.
This time it's worth 100,000 gold.
And it
choose
wants
now?
to die.
It's
It's
suicidal.
begging you to end its life.
Like, I'm gonna keep fighting you guys until you kill me.
It's sick and injured.
Snail, Southern, awesome RP from Daphne, and then you cured him with
Yep.
the poop-looking goo from the cauldron,
Yep.
and Lord Han successfully hit on the cleric,
All right.
who nonetheless left anyway, and then you guys went into the city and went to the temple. Did you sleep first?
We did a little. There's a quick interlude at the castle, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you went and checked in and
Yeah.
talked to
Yeah.
the people, and Daphne was like, "I'm not gonna check in with these guys."
No.
And again, the Spanish guy was like, "Let's just go
Yes.
let's kill them all."
Yeah, do it.
And they made a plan to round up all the Coughlins in like a red wedding kind of thing. And be like, "You guys are getting promoted to a major house," and then
Mhm.
burn them all in a room at the castle.
Yep.
So we'll see how that works out for
Oh.
everyone in the future. So the last thing you did was you suggested Low Priest Zool take you to the Queen, the High Pontiff,
Mm-hmm.
and so you're walking down the hallway, headed that way with Low Priest Zool and 2 guards.
Great.
Black marble stone hallway with golden veins. Walking along. And soon you arrive at a large room with a door. The people who are leading you, they knock upon the door. And it's hard to hear through this door because it's black marble. So, but somehow someone hears it. And a servant opens the door, and revealed inside is, as you recognize, Hortense Bancroft, lounging on something that looks throne-esque. She's beautiful, ageless, a tall black pillbox hat on her head, and Low Priest Zool has like a smaller one of these little pillbox hats on his head, with gold inlay in the hat. She's got red lips and red nails. She's undulating luxuriously. She could be 50 or 60, but she's also completely ageless, so you really can't tell. And there's another person in there who's lounging sort of on the ground near the door where it opened up. He's wearing a baggy robe. It's also black and silver and gold, and he's very lanky and with brown skin. He's wearing a crown and holding a long scepter, and he looks very, very bored. Like he's just sort of kicking at the floor, like just with his bare foot, just sort of wasting time. Maybe he was in the middle of talking to Hortense, and the servant that opened the door scurried away. And as the doors open up, Hortense looks at you all and then focuses more on Daphne and says, "Oh, darling! Wonderful to see you, yes. I've been waiting for you to come talk to me. Ah, yes, you're Daphne.
Yes, Your Excellency.
What was your last name again?
Bufois.
Bufois. Oh, beautiful last name, yes.
Thank you.
I was deeply insulted, I must admit, that we didn't get to talk at the brunch ball.
Indeed. Although, on the home turf, it is an honor to meet you here.
Well, thank you so much for coming and deciding to show your interest in the only true temple and church in Elenia Toth, and the only worship hall that truly will move your life forward here at the temple of Tactilius and Gazul.
I am happy.
The guy on the floor scoffs.
I am happy to hear you mentioned the Raven Lord. It seems kind of the other congregants maybe have ejaculated out their ambition or smoked it in a pipe.
Yes, ambition. This is the place for ambition. The guy on the floor scoffs at what you just said, and he waves at one of the servants who brings him a gold jug that you can assume has wine in it.
Sure, I don't care.
What kind of? You said he has a crown and a scepter. Is he like? Does he look like royalty or does he look like something else?
You can roll insight.
Or is he her fool or something?
Right.
Nope. Oh, actually, I'm a halfling.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
15.
Okay. You, based on his heavy gold crown and his heavy gold scepter that has a hyena head on the top, and his baggy black and silver and gold robe, and his lanky whatever, the way he's just like laying on the ground and acting like he's bored and doesn't care, you can assume that this is the High Pontiff of the Gazul that works with Hortense to run this temple.
Okay.
And so what am I responding to? You said...
Oh, I was making fun of the people just hanging out.
You said they've ejaculated their ambition away.
Yeah.
And so Hortense looks at you and says, "Well, you understand, this temple is a marriage of two different ways that complement each other so well. You see, we do what needs to be done, and our friends, those who follow Gazul more closely, they enjoy the benefits of our climbing. But you see, the ones from Gazul are the ones that understand comfort. We who understand only ambition may not always know when we need to relax. And so it is a good marriage, our temple."
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
She's probably not very convincing at that, but
And so that is why you should join our temple. You seem very close with Tactilius,
Yes.
and we would love to have you as an adept to begin your journey.
Well, thank you. I will. Maybe I can take a brochure, take this under advisement, do a trial weekend. But in the meantime, we do come on urgent business.
So you are the group that killed the queen, are you?
That's right.
Ah, I'm sure you must be very ambitious as well if you're killing the queen. How about you, Catman?
Quite so.
Do you wish to rise in the ranks of the world or remain a lowly player? Yes, I know all about you.
I have risen quite far in quite a short time, but seems like I'm still writing this chapter of my life, so we'll see where it goes. Thank you very much.
I see. She loses interest in you. Low Priest Gazul starts to leave and she says, "Hold on, I want you to witness this as well." And so he sort of stands in the hallway watching, and the guy on the floor scoffs again and drinks a big golden thing of wine. We must have some ambitious folks here, yes? Those who wish to rise in the world. You look like you come from humble beginnings. I mean, you are wearing a bunch of sails.
It's true. Yeah. Yes, I do.
You wish to rise in the world, you say?
No, I'm wearing sails.
Oh.
Her wish is
Come
for
from
a better
humble
world. She wants to
beginnings.
build a better one.
Yes, well, to build a better world, it starts at home. If I build a better world for me, I can build a better world for all. Just like Daphne and I will do. Now that I've built this world of marble and gold, I can help Daphne build the gold inside her heart as well. Would you like to join as an adept to our temple today?
Right. So we actually did come, for a specific purpose. Is the Gazul guy still hanging out, or is it him?
Yeah, he's down on the floor next to you, just sort of lounging and looking
Right.
at you.
So maybe in Sado. It is a rather delicate matter. If perhaps we could speak privately.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
Two of hearts.
Do-do-do.
All of a sudden, Two of Hearts starts playing.
I
That's
need you. I need
It's a good reminder to play temple music instead of Session 0.
It's a 12.
A 12? Temple music. A 12, she sort of taps her nails together. As you know, Esteban and I share all of our duties and knowledge, so anything that you have to say to me, Esteban can hear as well.
Well, fine, fair enough.
Esteban says, "Si."
Your Excellency, have you ever been in the catacombs underneath the castle?
Have I? I have never been. That I know. No. They bury the royals under there, right?
They do.
Yeah.
And
We have our own catacombs here, so for burials we go there.
right. Well, I'm sure that the facilities here are nicer because down there it is dank and dangerous, and there's a big pit with a bunch of monsters in it.
I'm gonna be staring at the hyena guy the whole time to see if anything she's saying causes a recognition in his face.
Okay.
Um,
Why don't you roll perception?
I'm gonna use my inspiration since I never do.
And did I say that everybody has inspiration to start
Yes.
with?
Terrible. 13.
And he just uses 13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you just said that there's monsters in the catacombs?
yeah, but I haven't gone further.
Yeah, I'm just before she starts.
Yeah.
I'm like, just want to see what his reactions are. Basically, what's
You're not really noticing anything yet. He looks a little like interested, like he wants to hear more.
All of this to say, it is not a very comfortable place. It is stone and dank and dark. So we were quite surprised to see a rather large presence of art and statuary dedicated to Gazul. down there. Do you have any idea? That seems quite out of place, no?
Art and statuary. What did you see?
Well, there were big statues and other things that we saw. That I don't remember.
Like gold hyena head,
The monster's head.
some hyenas, like
Hyenas.
some monsters with some like imprints on them.
Ah, well, about the monsters, interesting. But for other things, it was the catacombs, you say, and you understand we are one of the 5 major religions of this city, so it is not unusual to have religious imagery in a burial area. Now, what did you say about the monsters? What is your soft-spoken friend saying about monsters? Or do you want to tell me? What is happening with monsters and hyenas?
If you guys don't remember,
Una's looking at
The-
Daphne
the
like.
specter had the symbol on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, the specter that we saw down there had the symbol, and you speak of the religions, but given Tachelius and Gazul are equitable and work together, we did not see imagery of any other gods down there, which did seem unusual.
Do you know what this monster is? The spectator that we speak of.
The guy on the floor kind of leans forward a little bit, looks a little concerned, and looks at Hortense.
You know what it is, do you?
This is the kind of information, what you're saying about these monsters, that an adept at our temple would have. Perhaps you'd like to join?
So,
I'll tell you what, because you're such a wonderful person, we will decrease the joining fee from 500 to 375, simply based on your personality. And let Low Priest Zul over there will tell you that is not something that we almost ever do.
So
But for you,
your adepts all know about the spectator marked with Gazul.
well, this is the type of
in the castle.
information that we would discuss with a member of our church, and your friend seems like a great candidate for a member.
So you have the information.
Would you like to become a member? You do seem rather ambitious yourself.
I am rather ambitious.
If you'd like to know more, you may like to join.
This also is a matter of security for the realm. It's of great concern to the Council of the Blooded, and who are still evaluating what to do with these beasts that dwell in the catacombs beneath the castle. All of this seemed connected to the Queen's practices that she engaged in, in betrayal of the realm. So it seems like something also that folks here at the temple would rather be concerned about, I would think, and would want to share any information they have and protect the safety of the realm.
and even the realm aside, the temple itself, because it is associated with all these things that have provoked the crown's ire, they got a big old target right on their back.
Well, this sounds like... That almost sounded like intimidation to me.
I'm just
So, are we looking at a persuasion from Jasper or an intimidation from Daphne?
What's a persuasion for Jasper?
Yeah, sounds like persuasion from Jasper.
Were you persuading me, Jasper?
I was trying to.
All right, roll persuasion, Jasper, and we'll see what's up.
It's 24.
Well, based on your modified tables, that is still above medium hard, so I will accept that. She says, well, my friend, normally this is information that we would only share with adepts, and I still encourage the two of you, whose instincts I see very clearly, to join our temple. but perhaps you could rise in your power and the esteem in which others hold you. But I will tell you, we have various marked animals and people. I'm sure you've seen these two guards in the hallway and other people who have hyena symbols on them. We have various marked animals that we use for various purposes involving achieving ambition or pleasure. And the guy on the floor is like, pleasure. You may have noticed many men of rippling muscles marked with our symbol as well. It's a pleasure for me. We do rent them out to our friends, or sell them, or lend them, or give them. And I can tell you that the Queen has been requesting many of our creations recently. Of course, now she's dead, so our business is a little lower, so it would be wonderful if you joined the temple.
Can we insight just to see if it seems like anything's sort of being withheld, or is that
Roll it.
really swap? Okay. Let's see. Oh no. No, but I'm actually gonna use my inspiration because I feel like this is important. Oh, that's better. 18.
Okay. You feel like she's telling you the truth.
Okay.
It may not be the entire story, but she's telling you the truth.
Alright.
And when the queen would interact with the temple, and when the queen would I forget the word I'm looking for here, but when the queen would purchase your services or purchase whatever she from the temple, were you the liaison with her? Did you interact with her directly?
So behind you in the hallway, Low Priest Zool spits on the floor and he says, "High Pontiff, you would let these lowly people interrogate you?" And she silences him and says, "Low Priest Zool is correct. We have not invited you here to interrogate us."
Certainly not, but we speak on the authority of the Council of the Blooded and the Crown Prince after the death
I
of the
will
Queen.
ask you a question.
Yes, certainly.
What animals and creatures did you see in the catacombs marked with a hyena symbol? Tell me every one.
Well,
And the guy on the floor leans forward a little bit.
for one, most notably, the spectator, a small beholder, not something that you'd keep as a pet, I would imagine.
Is this sort of a... What does this look like exactly?
Well, it's a giant eye with a giant
Yes,
mouth
a
underneath.
flying eyeball with 4 eye stalks?
I forget exactly how many, but each one of them had a horrible curse it could cast or a spell.
I've heard of this, yes.
Yes.
Okay, what else did you see with the hyena symbol on it? Anything else?
That was all I remember.
Yeah, I mean you did. I don't.
Did any of our characters remember?
Yeah. You guys remember
What was it?
What were the other ones?
fighting a 2-headed death dog that had a hyena symbol on it?
Yes, an accursed two-headed dog that immediately attacked us and tried to kill us.
Maybe something else.
Yeah.
But definitely the death dogs.
Gargoyles.
So you guys
Are these
said the death dogs?
are these typical animals in your menagerie?
Very interesting. Spectators and death dogs, you say? Well, these are not typical animals in our menagerie. Well, if you were to join as an adept or an initiate, perhaps I could, for you, probably still 500 gold. For her, because she is already a follower of Tactilius, 375. But if you were to join, I would feel more comfortable sharing this information with the group. Would you like to join our temple and rise in society?
This does sound appealing in some ways. I wonder what are the obligations for an adept?
Well, there are tasks to perform in order to make the entire boat rise. You know, the water must rise, and so we must all rise with it. And there are always tasks to perform. You know, but with each level one gains within the church, from initiate to adept, from adept to the next level, more information is gained. More is revealed about the relationship between Tactilius and Gazul and our world, and more amenities are granted within society.
Is there a favor that our party could do for you? Is there something that the church needs that its initiates cannot perform that we might be able to perform for you?
Our initiates and our adepts can perform many things, but if you wished to perform a service for us to show your devotion and then also pay the gold pieces, I would greatly appreciate it. Low Priest Gazul, Low Priest Zul, do you have a task you need performed? And he pipes up from the hallway.
Yes, if you wish to rise in the church further, you must become an adept. Then you can gain access to the adept's prayer room as well as the adept's network of influence. You'll need to bring me 2,000 gold pieces.
And Hortense interrupts him. It's 375 for her, 500 for him.
Oh, yes, well, you are very kind to them, aren't you?
But first they must show their devotion through completing a task of my choosing. And he thinks for a second, tapping a long finger against his head.
Yes, I'll need you to kill a merchant in the chop and bring me one of his eyes. He swindled one of our adepts out of a lot of money, and he sold a member of our church a fake diamond, and when he was exposed, refused to admit the crime and return the money. You'll find him at the Close-Minded, at the chop. His name is Tajin McInerney. The swindled adept is Jaren Krun.
Okay.
And Hortense says, or you could just pay $8.75 for the two of you and become adepts within the church, and perhaps then we'd be able to share this information with you.
We don't have the gold.
Roll deception.
Yes.
Liar.
Well, it's true. I don't have the gold.
We collectively.
You all definitely have the gold.
That's 19.
19. Oh! Were you going to say something else, or is that all you're saying? We don't have the gold.
We do come on the authority of the Council of the Blooded, who would be greatly pleased if you were to help us, and perhaps displeased if you were to withhold information.
Ah, that sounds like an intimidation to me.
Yes.
Roll
Sure.
intimidation.
All right.
Which I don't think you have any extra stuff in, right?
I
No,
do.
you got charisma.
Yeah. 20.
You got a 20?
Not a natural 20.
A dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Wow.
So dirty.
Well,
They like it dirty
what
here,
did,
right?
you, what did you threaten her with?
Well, so my first thing was the Council of the Blooded. We come on their authority, and they'll be displeased with the temple. The second thing I'm going to ask is, what is your relationship with Aloysius, the right-hand man of the Queen?
Okay, well, one thing at a time. So you said the council will be displeased. So she says, well, I feel a balance is important to be struck in the politics of this land, but I don't enjoy your putting pressure on me. So your price is now raised to 1,000 if you wish to join. That being said, I am willing to share this information with your group.
Thank you. Please, take it only as a sign of my ambition.
Nope. So yes, we do have some very interesting creatures bonded to the church. We experiment and we use the power of our gods to create vessels of pleasure. We did not create the spectators, but we did capture a few spectators deep in the ancient labyrinth under our church about 2 years back. And we've bred them a little bit. You see, they seem to be coming up from some cracks in the earth that had opened up in our labyrinth. Over the past couple of years. And so we captured them and marked them, and if someone's willing to pay the price, they may rent them or buy them, and it seems very useful. Now that is a piece of information I would like to stay within this room and within the members of this church, so I hope you will keep it to yourself.
To whom have you recently rented one of these creatures? To Aloysius? To the Queen?
I do not wish to dignify that question with an answer. It seems very obvious to me. Obviously,
Have
the
you,
queen.
have you
Yes.
what, may I inquire? Your
She doesn't like
Excellency,
you
what-
anymore. You can tell she
Man.
doesn't like you anymore. She likes you.
Doesn't
now.
like Jasper or?
What's up? No, Lord Hans. Lord
Lord
Hans is sufficiently.
By the
annoyed
way,
her.
she doesn't seem to recognize Hassan's ambition. That's just a little side note.
Hassan's what?
Ambition.
Oh yeah,
He's
Hassan
such an
doesn't
ambitious
have
My
it.
the blank face of ambition.
Hassan doesn't have any.
He's like picking
No, I
his
know.
nose while you guys are talking.
Jasper says, if you may, if I may, Your Excellency, you mentioned this crack in the earth through which spectators have appeared, and I just have to ask whether any other creatures have also come through that crack from the depths of the earth, and whether you've taken any steps to secure the safeguard, the safety of the temple and the realm, guarding against them.
Well, my young cat friend, I already feel a little strange for sharing so much information with folks who are not members of the church. Would you like to join? I'll do it for $3.75 for you because you're very handsome.
I have to politely decline. I'm afraid I just don't see a religious kind of practice in my future. Thank you.
Well, I feel very uncomfortable about sharing any more information about this topic with you. I've told you we captured spectators in the labyrinth underneath our temple and bred them and sold them as is our way.
How much is it to buy a spectator off you guys?
We don't sell them, we rent them.
Oh.
3,000 gold for 6 months.
6 months. Sounds like a lucrative business that I cannot afford.
Daphne's gonna sigh, pull out the $3.75, and your words have moved me. So, if I were to officially join the church,
No, you're gonna have to roll deception.
Yeah, right. I mean, she's gonna pay the money, But if I were to join, could we continue this conversation, all of us?
I can continue the conversation with you, and we'll see about the rest. But I need to see the gold first.
She'll take it out, their pouch or whatever.
Throw $3.75 to her.
Smash her face with 300.
Yeah, or present it, but yes, I'll give it to her.
So a servant runs over and takes it from you and flies it up to her hand, and she opens up the pouch and she pours it into her hand, and she just loves this gold way too much, and she's looking at it. Ah, yes, welcome to the temple of Tactilius and Gazul. Yes, and she pours it out. She's playing with the gold
That's
and
a
stuff.
fun day.
She really likes this gold. And then she sort of pulls it, puts it all in a pouch again, and she tosses it to Low Priest Zool. Let's see if she, and it bounces off your shoulder as it goes to Low
Ow.
Priest Zool's hand. Very well. I'm so grateful that you've joined. Your power. You said you were very interested in being a member of our church, yes?
So interested.
Roll deception.
19.
Pretty good.
Love it.
I am proficient, believe it or not.
Daphne, proficient in deception?
Wow.
Who would have guessed?
Wonderful. You're a member of our church. The things that we can do together
Indeed.
as you progress from adept to second adept and above.
To Adept 2.0.
Yes, as you rise in the ranks with our temple, I think we will have a long and lucrative relationship, Daphne. Very good. So you think I should tell you about this while your friends are here?
I do think so. If again, to establish this long-term relationship, I think we can lay the groundwork, maybe, and they are my friends.
As you're saying this, the guy that's sitting on the floor pipes up and says, I hear that they have been asking about an evil power.
Yes.
I would love to hear about this power you've been asking about.
What have you heard?
I hear that you've been asking.
Yes.
I want to know.
Do you know the name Galethakash?
Golethakash. I do not know.
Insight!
Do I believe him?
He looks at Hortense, and Hortense is like, Golethakash. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll
Can we all
insight
do
too.
it? Because
Yeah.
I've been like trying to.
Just
Yeah,
one.
I guess because like
You can help
hold it
her.
first.
All right, I'm helping
I'll
out.
help.
Okay.
You guys are staring daggers.
Basically, I've been staring daggers at this guy the whole time.
Okay. Dirty 20.
He looks like he may have heard the name before.
I want to step on Hans's foot. I'm just curious, I've heard this floating around.
Esteban says, when I was in the labyrinth, I think I heard that name whispered. You see, the labyrinth is where we do our training. As you raise levels in our church, you must undergo a mental and spiritual test below our temple, and this is how you rise and show your power and worth. You must pay a lot of money and also be very centered. And so, 2 or 3 years ago, the temple, the labyrinth, it started to have these monsters in it, floating eyes and such. And we captured a few and started to breed them. I'm sorry, it is not my first language. But we have not used this area since then. We have, sought other means, but our ancient form of elevating members in our temple to the higher ranks, of which I cannot tell you until you pay the fee. These halls, they have monsters in them. And when I went into them myself, I heard whispers, whispers. This is not my first language, I'm sorry. But words I do not speak, but I heard but I do not know this.
Do I believe he's telling the truth?
Well, these guys got a 20
Okay.
on the inside staring at him. So, yeah, he's telling the truth.
I assume the queen took part in this ritual at some point, maybe 2 years ago.
No, she is not a member of our temple. She rented monsters from us for money.
Oh, that was it?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Has
interesting.
anyone else in the church heard this name Galethakash?
Well, it is only. He sort of looks at Hortense. Thank you. He's sick of talking. You see, it is only our upper echelon of people who go to this area. So there are very few who have heard of it, and the big muscle-bound hyena guards that are in the hallway are like looking at each other, kind of scared. You hear, bro.
And have you heard it, Hortense?
Your Excellency.
Your Excellency?
Yes. Do you wish to become a member of the church as well?
Perhaps. I'm very intrigued by what I hear about this spiritual challenge.
She's gonna roll persuasion on you.
Yeah.
Yes. I have not gone down there myself. Esteban went down there. The last time he went down there was 1 year ago, right, Esteban? He's like, yes, ha sido un año. And Hortense says, we have walled this area up for safety purposes. We believe that these cracks may lead to something worse, and so we have walled these up. but we are at least making money off of the monsters. So there is that.
Well, this Galathakash wishes to usurp and corrupt the power of all the temples in the city.
But in the world.
Yes. And I think it would bode well for you, Your Excellency, and your church to lend us aid. The time may not come today, tomorrow, but we may ask for your aid to combat this Galathakash. And I would ask that you give it to preserve your church and your way of life.
Can you toss me that gray remote control thing?
This one?
Yeah, just like up here. So, it sounds like you're persuading.
Yes.
What do you want from us?
Just a pledge of her help if the shit hits the fan. And an acknowledgement that she's on our side in the fight against Galathakash. And that is a 15.
Well, she says, it is very important. It's really hard after I use a Spanish accent to go back to an English accent. It's really fucking with me, so I'm just doing a Jake accent. It is very difficult to protect our land and keep a sense of balance. What is most important for we, the members of the Temple of Tactilius and Gazul, is the protection of the Temple of Tactilius and Gazul.
Yes.
And so if preserving order is in line with our needs, then we will do this. Won't we, Daphne?
Yes, absolutely.
As a member of our temple, she knows. Member of our party, our large party, if you will. Party of spiritual adventurers. But yes, we will of course fight back against evil, especially if it spills from under our temple. But our current opinion is that it's a bit scary. So we're going to just wall it up.
What's the name of the house from Rocinante?
Anaranjado.
Yeah.
Would you permit soldiers from House Anaranjado to investigate the cracks in your labyrinth?
No.
Maybe we would let those from House Anaranjado down there. And the guy on the floor is like, yes, I love my friends from Anaranjado. They are very strong. Yes, they are willing to fight much more than I am.
Yes.
He drinks more of his gold thing.
Yeah.
Maybe if there were many of them, it would be good, yes. As to you going down there, I do not know if you want to do that. It seems very scary down there. And Hortense is like, yes, I don't know. You might need a lot of help to survive down there. One day we hope to open our halls again, the halls of the labyrinth of raising. But you may not wish to go down there.
And do you wish to keep the existence of these monsters a secret still? And these cracks in your labyrinth?
It would be best. That is why I didn't really want to share it with anyone who's outside of the temple.
They won't share.
The two big guards in the hallway sort of come up behind you a little bit closer, because it kind of sounds like you're about to threaten to tell people, and so the guards come closer.
Certainly not. I'm merely asking out of courtesy.
Is there members of Anaranjado that are part of this church that we could tell?
He pipes up and he's like, oh yes, there are members of our church all over the city. We are a very popular church, People love pleasure. And he sort of like opens his chest up in this cape and like pulls his back. People love pleasure, So do you? Do you love pleasure?
But I was specifically asking about Anaranjado's group.
You could join this church as well, my small friend.
I'm worried.
Perhaps we could pray together.
Hassan, that sounds like fun.
I don't know what that means, but
You might enjoy
I
that.
generally pray by myself.
Did you know that he can turn into a bear?
Oh, a bear, yes.
Very strong and powerful.
All of your anatomy is larger when you are a bear.
Oh my god, it's enormous. You should see it.
What are you guys talking about?
What is your goal? What are you saying?
Just fucking with Handsome. Fucking with this guy.
Yes, he opens
being a
his chest up a little bit more in his robe. And, would you like to join? Yeah, bring him some wine. The servant like brings you a gold goblet of wine.
Oh, I'm okay, thank you. I eat my berries.
Una's gonna dodge and grab the cup herself.
You enjoy eating berries, you say. Very good.
About time.
Yes, I do.
Very good, my friend. So you are going to join. You are going to stop talking about going to a horrible, dangerous place, and you are going to have a nice hot bath.
I think we actually have pressing issues that we must attend to.
That's fair.
So you were not aware, Your Excellency, of the activities that the Queen and Aloysius were plotting?
No, they rented monsters from me.
Right.
Lord Hans, you remind me so much of my father, who's an accomplished attorney.
Can I do an insight on her on that?
Sure.
And that is a 9.
she's telling the truth.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you for your thorough and truthful answers.
I just had a question I may have missed. So you said, how much did the spectators you ran out for, was it 3,000 gold pieces?
For 6
For
months.
6 months.
For 6 months.
Is that right? Was that right?
Yes, something around there. I will have to check what our current prices are. I'm not the paymaster, but
Market fluctuation.
that was
And how much did you say the two-headed demon dogs cost?
well, something similar. Are you interested in renting some monsters?
Perhaps. We don't
Well,
have
I
to
was
use
just
monsters.
curious. We were just curious how much the Queen was paying for these things. So the demon dogs also would have come from through the cracks up into the labyrinth. Is that right?
Yes. We captured some interesting creatures, and we bred them, and you guys pretty much know everything you can here. Are you trying to go into the temple, the labyrinth, or are you
No.
not doing it?
I think we're our business.
Yeah.
Tell
Before we leave, I'd like to ask her about that one spell scroll, the caustic brew.
Ah, darling.
Yes.
I will use this accent now forever.
Why not?
Yes, you are a member of our church, and
Yes.
you have a beautiful scroll, but I'm stuck with a Spanish accent now.
Sure. She's very
Yeah.
cosmopolitan.
Yes, you have a beautiful scroll there. So, you are a cleric, and you want to use a wizard scroll.
I am trying, yes, to learn a spell that is admittedly normally outside my purview, but kind of fits under the umbrella of my brand, as it were.
So you want to learn the spell.
Yes.
Well, you have paid 375 gold. You are a member of our church, and answer me this: are the upcoming actions of your party going to help our church? What will you be doing if you gain a new power?
Saving the world.
Yes, and ridding the labyrinth of these hideous beasts and the source of them.
Maybe creating a power vacuum. The victor's got the spoils,
Roll persuasion. To the victor goes the spoils.
18.
Nice.
Let me see your spell scroll. She takes the spell scroll. It's, very good. We have a ritual in our temple. Yes. You will pray to Tactilius next time you sleep, and she gives you a little prayer card. She takes a paper, and she has a servant bring her a quill, and she writes a little something down, and then she folds it, and she says, when you sleep tonight, I want you to pray this prayer to Tactilius, and when you rise in the morning, I want you to pray again, And when you do, you may find that something has changed.
I thank you for your time and your expertise.
But if you wish more things like this to happen for you, it would be very smart to rise again within our church. There are many levels.
Don't you worry, I will be rising just fine.
There's much to achieve here.
What's the price of the next level?
Murdering that guy.
An eyeball and
Plus some gold.
1,000 gold pieces.
Well, my friends, the information about the next level, even the name of the next level, is not given until you are at the first level, so I cannot tell you.
You have to do the personality test too, still.
Only she will know what the name of the next level is, and I will only tell her when she is alone. Well, such is the way of our church. You see, we believe that if you know this information too soon, you'll die.
No.
We can't tell you.
Well, thank you. I have nothing further to add. I thank you for your time, and we'll certainly pass on a good word to the Council of the Blooded.
All right, bye bye. And so the guards lead you away. Low Priest Zool heads out. Is there anything else you guys want to do as you're leaving the temple?
No.
And before you know it, you're standing in front of the temple at the top of the really long stairs.
Let's go.
All right.
Great. We're not murdering anybody, right?
Yeah,
Are you
not
excited?
today.
Eyeballs
Do you want
for
to
me.
stop and warn that merchant that the temple's out to kill
They
him?
want his eyeball.
No.
So what time did you guys get to the temple?
That was morning.
You said you
Yeah.
stopped at the
Late,
church,
late.
you stopped at the castle and talked to people, and then you went to bed, and then you woke up, and then you went to the
Right.
temple.
Yeah.
So let's say you've been here for 4 hours. It's like 10 or 11 a.m. now. And so you're standing up at the church. You're standing in front of the place, and you're at the top of the mountain. There, you're at the top of the marble stairs.
Did she ever see the guy who she gave money to?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Did we pledge not to divulge to anyone about the monsters and the crack and the labyrinth?
Some of us did.
They asked
I
us
mean-
not to divulge. I
Yeah.
don't-
Daphne said that we wouldn't.
Okay.
It would be inadvisable right in this
I
moment.
mean, okay. Okay. I think we got everything needed. Is there anything? I mean, I always forget the guy, the facilitator of the Council of the Blood, kind of the leader.
Dale Mussover.
Whose house we went to.
Yes.
I mean, he kind of knew, I think, that we were going to go investigate. So I don't know if there's anything we feel we should share with him about what we learned.
Well, we could say there's the temple has reported unusual doings, and it's known that they were transacting with the Queen and with Aloysius.
I
But
think
I don't think it was known.
this
I think
is
it
a
was-
mistake to point a finger at them right after this information.
Yeah,
is
no,
divulged.
Yeah.
They will kill
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
And rightly so.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's-
well, certainly,
yeah.
but the Council of the Blooded already knows that the Queen and Aloysius were transacting with the temple. We've told them that already.
Yeah,
Sure.
we showed them the money document.
I would
Yes.
not connect them to the temple. You could say that, that we have found out that some of these monsters are coming out of other cracks in the ground, that they are maybe somewhere beneath. If there are other structures they want to check, if that happens to include the temple, then they will figure that out themselves.
I'll follow your lead on this. Since it's your new religion, I will respect your.
Just,
I will
yes,
respect
I'm
your
very
membership
excited
of this
about
church,
this.
and I respect your spiritual devotion. Acolyte, adept, Daphne.
Well, we should
So-
probably
It's a
save
shame.
your mother.
Yes.
Yeah, is there any other business we have in Elenia Toth?
Yes, we do. At some point, I will need to speak to this drow at the Mage College, but
Do you want to go?
I understand if the party would find that tedious, we can simply.
What are you trying to talk to the drow about?
I think that he's connected. First of all, my uncle Stragene, I reported that there was this suspicious drow in league with the Queen on the board of the Mage College that the Queen was trying to place at the head of the Mage College.
So what are you trying to talk to him about?
Well, I'm a little nervous about talking to him because I think that he's in league with Galavakash, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to confront him with this fact. What do you think?
Yeah, this is like unless you have a solid plan, I don't see a point in doing that yet.
At the same time,
Because your
Yes.
uncle's already going to be watching him, you said, right?
Well, my uncle put it in my hands to find out what's going on with him, and so I suspect the problem is, if we find out what we suspect, that's a very powerful enemy.
So then we gotta kill him.
I don't think we're going to be able to kill a wizard on the Council of the Mages College.
Not yet.
So it seems like there is not a clear plan or point
Yes,
in going to
I'm
speaking
trying
to
to
him.
imagine what happens. Jasper, as a thespian, would you like to role play it with me? So you are.
Didn't your uncle want us to go find, or who wanted
Yes.
us to go find the missing guy?
No, it's Entrance, my cousin Entrance in
Yes.
Peru's, which we should definitely do, and would not involve angering an evil wizard.
It would also involve getting medicine for Jasper's mother and doing something that isn't
Interviewing people.
interviewing people
That
or
sounds like a
people
great
asking
idea.
us for money or
Something
But
people wanting us to give them eyeballs.
Let's role play it just for a second. You are Welrar Muirden, a powerful archmage, and vying for the archmage position at the college. And here I will essay the role of myself. And Jasper, begin scene. Welrar.
Jasper, you're gonna want to use like a Swedish chef kind of accent, like a Norwegian type voice.
Welrar of the Underdark, well met. Have you heard the name Golathakash before?
Oh, good news. I can't do Swedish chef. Why do you ask? And
Well,
what business? Well, how insolent for someone like you to come and speak to me.
Are you in league with Golathakash, sir?
Yes, haha, you're dead.
Melted.
It's exactly as I suspected.
That's why you need to run it through the next, just like
Or
this.
no, I've never heard this name. Why are you asking?
Hmm.
What do you know about Galathakash? Are you a follower?
Well, here is my plan. Here's my plan. I wish to join him. I've seen him and the mistress, and I've felt her power. Can you bring me closer to her?
It's intriguing. I don't know that I can. What did you learn about the mistress?
I saw her. I touched the amulet, and I saw her. I went to her headquarters, and I heard her direct the kings of all the lands. I wish to
young
join her.
Young Cameron, what makes you think that I would be an appropriate person to talk to about this creature from another dimension?
They spoke your name.
It did.
Yes.
I don't know. What I say two parvus, but if you want to go on one more Q&A,
I agree.
And if at any time you want to apply at my father's firm of solicitors and barristers,
I think you workshop
Quite the
it
effective
a little bit,
interrogator.
Yes, but that would be my plan, which would be a ruse to say that we wish to join Galathakash. And that's the only...
that we all do?
That I do. And perhaps that we all do. But
Perhaps you do.
it's quite a ruse, I assure you. This mage would know because I'm sure he can detect thoughts. So.
Random people that are walking up and down the stairs of the temple are like looking at you guys, looking strangely at you. One person starts whispering and sort of scuttles away.
I agree. We should think this plan through. But if we want to make a quick stop at the Mage College, it's up to the party. Otherwise,
I think the only reason why we should go to the Mage College is to
use
teleport to
their portal.
yes. Yes, we'll be at the Mage College anyway. So let's go.
Right, then I'll see.
So is this the way we should go? I understood if we go by foot, I have heard from a rather handsome paladin that there are some tasty coconuts that we could have on the route.
What's the faster way to get to wherever the lake is that would have?
And do we know the teleportation? The lady, the botanist or whatever she was, I forget, entomologist. She went to a particular part of Parvus. I didn't get the sentence that it's central.
Wasn't it like you could teleport if you knew where you were going or something, but if you hadn't been there before, it got a little weird?
Well, so Jake, from what we know of a map of the area, if we just walk there straight versus teleporting to wherever we think the teleportation circle is going to be, what would be closer to where we need to go to get the plant for his mom? And I guess also the cousin thing.
The plant for his mom is in a forest around Moncafa. What are you asking?
What's the most direct way to get there? The teleportation circle or to walk from where we are currently?
If you walk from here, it'll take something like 2 weeks, right? It's like walking from here to Mexico City or halfway to Mexico City or something.
And what if we got a horse cart from the Daniel Musa?
If you teleport, you'd be teleporting to the Harbusian Mage College in Atenna, which is the capital, and that is like a 2 or 3 days walk to Moncafa.
Well, that seems more logical to me.
Yes.
Agree.
Great, let's go.
Alright, let's go to the Mage College and teleport.
So you guys go to the Mage College,
Yes.
Yeah.
all of a sudden a Chimera jumps out of the sky.
Yeah.
You killed my brother!
You guys, you head to the Mage College, and as usual, it's a pair of wings, like one black marble wing and one white marble wing, asymmetrical at the top of another long bunch of stairs, and the library is the smaller wing, and the Mage College is the taller wing, and when you get there, you get to the top of the stairs, and hang on just 1 second. When you get to the top of the stairs, you hear this drone. Actually, you hear it from the bottom of the stairs. You hear a dirge-like, low, constant moaning coming from within the Mage College. Like
Is there anyone
deep
around?
resonance. Also, the front gate of the Mage College is silent. There's no one around. Ernest Honor Castle is not around. The old man.
Guess should check out what's happening.
We can just walk in. We can just go right
Well,
in.
can I investigate and see if there's anything else that looks amiss or anything that looks like it's a danger if we walk into the Mage College?
Sure. Roll it.
21.
You don't see no traps. You don't feel no traps.
I think it's safe to go inside.
Alright, I go inside.
Okay, you pass under the black marble wing, which has the white marbling in it, and you feel sadness in the air to go with the drone. You feel the air vibrate as if you are suffused in a foghorn. As before, when you enter, you see a grassy quad surrounded by marble hallways that are all empty, except for one person who's walking that way.
What does the person look like?
They're already gone. No one's around, and you saw the person walking in a direction.
I'll follow that person. I'll run
Where
after
does
them.
the music come from? Can we still hear it? Sorry.
Yeah, that low dirge. Can you hear that one through Zoom?
Probably not.
I can. It actually interferes with me hearing your voice.
Ah,
That's fine.
a little too
that's
loud. So it all that sound also seemes to be coming from the direction that the person went in.
I'll run that way.
You be running. What y'all running?
I'll follow at
I'm
a
walking.
At a
I'll,
I
brisk
can't
walk.
run very fast. It is more of a trot.
I'll follow
I'll use
at
my
a brisk-
feline agility to go 60 feet in one turn.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, you're
One,
just
two.
zinging. So as you head in that direction, you start to see people through a doorway in a large, ornate hall. You see a bunch of people are inside this hall, inside a doorway. Do you head in?
What,
Yes.
out from the doorway, what are they doing?
It's hard to see. There's a bunch of people in a hallway. They're all facing the front.
Oh, they're all facing one direction.
Yeah.
Alright,
Like a
sure.
funeral.
I'll go in.
Yeah,
So,
we're going.
So you're in the back of this large ornate hall. There's lots of brown stone that looks both like marble as well as like flesh and organs that make curving, arcing walls that have white columns running along the edges. The room feels like a kaleidoscope that is partially turned. The wall is like a series of rotating marble boxes with white columns along the edges. So it's this huge open space. Yeah, you feel like this room could actually be in a kaleidoscope that was turning. In the room, there are lots and lots of wizards and students, and they are all gathered facing forward towards two large boxes. Some have tears in their eyes, and as you look around, you see that some people are sad and some people look scared. And the room is vibrating with that foghorn-like moan.
I'd like to speak to the nearest mage.
I'm gonna hide in the corner.
Alright, you hide. There's a big crowd, so there's sort of cloaky, studenty people that are ahead of you. You want to like pull on one of their robes
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna
something?
tap on someone's shoulder. Be like, brother or sister, sister
Yeah.
mage.
The person turns to you and she has tears on her face and she's blonde and youngish and she says, the ritual is about to start, but please.
What ritual?
So as she's she sort of turns away from you, and as she does that, you see the two boxes in the front of the room. Two forms rise out of each box very, very slowly, bound in white and gray silk from head to toe, and the forms start to rise and glow, and they go about 50 feet up towards the ceiling.
Anybody we recognize?
They're completely bound in silk. They look like humanoid figures, but they're bound in white and gray silk. And they rise up about 50 feet and they start to glow in the air over everyone's head.
Do I know anything about what this ritual is?
Roll history. Let's see what you know since you're homeschooled.
I'm so tempted to ask Una to touch her cloak right now. It seems like the right
I was literally just saying, she's like fingering it in her pocket nervously. It's like,
Aw.
17.
Yeah, you think this? You remember hearing that this is something funeral-y. This is
No.
some kind of funeral-ish thing.
I
And
never
it's-
heard of
I gathered.
And
There
and
goes. Here lies.
so the two glowing silk-wrapped forms suddenly pop and disappear, and above, like about 70 feet up, two new statues appear in sort of a statue fresco type thing that goes along the ceiling, and you realize it's kind of like a Mount Rushmore of mages that's up above the top of this
Oh
large
no.
ornate meeting room.
Do the new statues look like federal rule?
You don't recognize them.
Okay, good.
So the light that was glowing from them, you can see was shooting up from about 11 people that are standing in the front of the room who are robed differently, and some of them are weeping. And you do recognize Fadra is among those 11 people.
So he's still alive. All right.
Yeah. So Fadra steps forward and addresses the school, basically, and he says, "Our friends Elnora Dornan and Pedris Groom have left our plane today after decades of service to this college, to this realm, and to our people. What or who took them in the night, we cannot know as of yet, but we continue our investigation. They join their predecessors to overlook our great hall, in which we welcome new inductees and send our graduates out into the world. Their spirits stay with us. Please, return to your studies and know that you are protected. The forces of good conspire to defeat the forces of evil, and the Mage College of Greater Elenia shall rise above this loss."
Voldemort got
Jake,
some
can you
more.
just give us those names one more time?
Fadra rule.
Fadra
No, no, the three
people.
No,
people.
Ilnoris.
Elnora Dornan and Pedris Groom.
Ilnora Doran?
Elnora Dornan and
Dornan.
Pedris Groom. Yeah, he says that shit. And then the people start to disperse.
Do we see our who is Fadjarul's like our friendly intermediary? Was he a dwarf? I forget. You guys are
Yeah, I forget. I don't have his name written down either.
Rabel?
So the students start to disperse, and the people that you met last time here included Genevieve, the
Yes, the
admissions
gnome.
dwarf, or gnome?
Gnome,
Admissions
yeah.
gnome
no.
that flirted with Hans. Schnabel, the dwarf mage that spoke for
That's
Fadrul.
right.
And Sherry was this little gnome guy that kept popping and appearing and leading you down the hallway and talking to you a lot.
Is Welrar on the stage?
Yes.
Do we-
But the folks on the stage are starting to disperse.
Do we see Schnabel or Genevieve kind of nearby? Or?
You see Schnabel. You also see Genevieve.
Are they on the stage or are they approachable?
The crowd is starting to disperse. So there's 11. The 11 remaining high elders are at the front of the room, and people are slowly dispersing. But you can make out all 3 of your friends from before, as well as the 11 elders.
So they're not on the stage?
Nobody's on a stage.
I'm gonna try to sneak as close as possible so I can listen to what they're saying.
And I would approach and try to catch Schnabel's eye.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so I get to try to do a German accent. I get to come back from my
That's
German
right.
accent. Probably.
A European tour today.
Yes. So Schnabel, you catch Schnabel's eye, and he sees the group and walks over to you, and he has some tears, but he's also really worried that he might be perceived as racist. He has some tears in his eyes.
Well, in a voice that reassures him that he's a good person, I would ask Schnabel, can you tell us, please, what happened here? What has happened?
Ow! I will pump you up, he says.
That's Austrian.
He says, you ask him what happened?
Yes.
I'm so sad.
I said, was gibt?
It's fantastic.
Yeah. I'll do
That's
a
cute.
German accent later. So he's crying and he's like, yes, it is so sad. Our beloved high elders have passed into another realm. They've taken them from us.
How did
Who
they
has
pass,
taken them?
Schnabel? I'm sorry for your loss, Schnabel. How did they pass?
They were killed in the night. Horrible. Horrible.
By what or by whom?
Will you find the person who killed my friends?
Absolutely, we would love to.
Great.
But you have to tell us everything that you know.
Oh, well, they were found in their quarters at sunrise, elaborately vivisected, their bodies taken apart while they were still alive, clinging to the last breath before they died, completely spread across their blood-stained quarters. We gathered them into the silk wrappings before we sent them along on their way.
Did it seem to have been done by magical means?
Would need to have been done by magic or science, some kind of perfectly sharp blade. Their bodies were opened up and spread across the room while still alive.
Did they have any enemies?
They were good people. I don't know who would be their enemies.
Is there anyone at the Mage College who studies this kind of dark magic?
We all study magic. I do not know who would do this.
And is there anyone that was seen near their quarters that night?
I do not know, my friend. I am overcome. I think we should speak later. I think this has something to do with
Yes,
the...
Galathakash.
Yes, you were asking about this. I will talk to you later. And he leaves.
Schnabel, I'm sorry for your loss. We wish you the best.
Can we see the rooms?
He's gone.
Is Genevieve still there?
Nope, she's gone. There's, you want to know who's there?
Yeah, who's there?
Let's see. Fajarul, a couple of the other elders, and
Including
Sherry.
Is Wilrar still there?
He's gone.
Sherry!
Do
Father,
we? Okay.
please.
What's up?
Well, I was just curious. Do we just independently understand like what the role or significance of the High Elders is?
You know that there's 13 high elders. The 13 elders are in charge of the church, and then Fajarul is like the high elder.
Okay, thank you.
Is Fajarul in conversation with anyone?
Yeah, he's like talking to another elder.
Can I I have the ability to read lips. Can I read his lips?
Yeah, you see that he's saying like this is horrible.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary, that kind of thing. It's not saying anything interesting beyond sad people stuff and scared people stuff.
Lord Archmage, may I volunteer the services of our party to help find the miscreant who committed this horrible crime?
He looks at you and he reluctantly decides to talk to you. He steps close to you. He says, you are offering your help?
Yes.
We are extremely concerned. We believe that this has something to do with Galathakash.
Yes. It makes sense. What else can you tell us about this horrible crime that might help us to solve it? Can we look at the chamber where it was committed? The chambers?
Yes. You may examine the rooms.
Has anyone spoken with the dead?
Spoken with?
The dead?
They were in too many pieces. They were...
Is there?
You would have to speak with the entire room. It was horrible. My friends, if you can stop Galathakash, I will happily make any of you members of our college that want to be members.
Thank you.
Is there any reason you can think of why these two elders in particular would have been targeted?
Was there a big vote coming up with something?
I'll tell you that there is conflict within the elders, and these two were close supporters of mine. You understand the queen, she wanted us to leave the ancient threefold. And she was speaking of defunding the Mage College before she passed. And the two who died, Elnora, they supported my work. Elnora and Pedris, they supported my point of view. So that may be the reason behind the murders.
And who are the elders who support the opposing view?
And who is the opposing view?
That's Welrar.
I wanted to hear it.
Well, one of the major voices speaking out against my desire to discover what the recent fluctuations along the Great Barrier are have been Coriel McMartin, Sirlit Correa, and of course Welrar Muirden is one of the most outspoken members of this faction, who believe that we should withdraw from the ancient threefold and that some of the other countries cannot be trusted. But I believe that everything that we have accomplished, he sort of breathes through his noseless face hole, everything we've accomplished has been because of our doing it together. The best things are accomplished as a group, and so we must remain members of the threefold and find out why these fluctuations have happened in the energy of the barrier. But others believe that Greater Elenia should look after Greater Elenia.
May we speak with this McMartin, Coriel and Cyrillic?
You may, yes, I suppose. It's really up to them. You know, I wouldn't order them to speak with you. Earlier you asked to examine the rooms as well, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Well, you may.
Perhaps we should do that first.
Yes.
And is there someone also who is leading your investigation who we should coordinate with?
Well, Schnabel will be speaking for me in that regard, but there will be a few of the elders who I trust who will be working with Schnabel to. This will be a group event. You understand? We must work together to find out what is happening within the college.
Thank you. Right. Should we go visit the room?
Yes, and normal operations of the Mage College are ongoing, including the teleportation rooms as well, is correct?
Yes. Yes, if you wish to use the teleportation room, you may. But I find it interesting that these murders took place perhaps when you were not in the city. Perhaps this force is afraid of your group and waited until you were out of town to perpetrate this crime.
Well, I guess we should leave then.
All right, shall we investigate the chambers?
Yes.
Yes, Sherry will show you to the rooms. And the little gnome wizard that you remember, who is the Dean of Academic Affairs, Sherry, he shows up and he's got this bopping energy, but he's also kind of sad. And he says, "Hello, it's good to see you again." Maybe he has a French accent. "Hello, it's good to see you again." Oh, and he's sad, but he's bopping.
Una's a little concerned. Point of order. When you gave your speech, Federal, you told all the students that they'd be safe. But you're telling us these two students were killed in their room. What are you doing to protect them?
They're not students, though.
Yeah,
Or the
yeah.
people, the
They're
Meiji
way-
people,
way
like
higher
the people
level.
were killed on the premises?
Yes, well, we are working together to protect ourselves in this time. as I mentioned, Schnabel is working together with Miartin, Fiakla, and Balter Metapa, who I trust very much, and they will be organizing both an investigation as well as security. There will be watches, the halls will be patrolled. We will do everything we can to keep our students and our teachers safe, but you understand it's easier to guard people who feel protected than it is to guard people who are scared for their lives. So
That makes sense.
yes. But if you all can stop Golethakash, or tell us where we can direct our magic energies to stop Golethakash, we greatly appreciative.
It's on the to-do list.
Yes, we will absolutely need the help of the Mage College when we find the way to God.
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper to our group, should we show him the beholder necklace and see if he can do anything with it?
Why not? Be careful touching it.
Alright,
Sure.
I'm gonna flip open my backpack and be like, well, this might be helpful. This is linked to Golethakash and the Queen. We found it on Earth.
You're showing
This,
it
we
to
think this is
Fazerul?
the device that allowed Golethakash they allowed the queen to be possessed.
Yes.
And talk to Golethakash.
If you hold this device next to
I will not hold this device.
Yes.
It is clearly extremely evil. I am surprised that you still have it with you.
What else would we do with it?
Do you realize
It's
that-
okay. We have our hobbit carrying it, and as you know, all powerful evil devices should be entrusted to.
I am a halfling, not a hobbit.
Called him a
I've never heard of this hobbit.
Yeah.
before.
Is that a derogatory term for
sounds
halfling?
like something that's still under copyright. Halfling with your party.
If I were you, I would cast this object as far away as possible, or perhaps we can take it for you and store it somewhere with extremely thick lead walls. This is an evil object you are carrying around.
I think we will
If
we will take care of it.
Will you hold it a little closer so I may look at it?
Alright, I'm gonna hold the backpack.
This is used to communicate.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he used it.
I can tell you where it brings you. It brings you before Golethakash's greater power, someone called the Mistress, a female presence who's communicating with the kings of all the surrounding lands.
More importantly, I'm telling you, people can talk to each other through this object. Also, this object controls people's minds, I think. Look at this. This is horrible. You've been carrying this with you everywhere?
Yes.
I strongly suggest that you get rid of it immediately.
Well, if you can do it safely, I don't think we want to get it in the wrong hands.
I don't want to touch it. If you'll follow me, I will bring it to our storage room and we'll lock it in a lead box.
Can I ask you a question, Federal? Does Welrar have access to this storage room?
Well, he is one of the elders.
Hard pass.
I mean, is there a way that we could put it there without him ever knowing that it's there?
We'll take it back to the castle.
I would be afraid to create too many more rifts than there already are within castle politics. As you can see, there are other elders here who are hearing this conversation. I cannot do this.
Yeah.
Jasper, did you have a question?
Do you have a question, Jasper?
I respect your offer, and it's hard to know where to place it that would be 100% safe against anyone who might access it, who might be inclined towards Golethakash. So
I know where we can place it.
My friends, I appreciate your help. I would love for you to stop Golethakash. If you somehow solve who committed these murders, that is wonderful. Although we have this underway, and we have a group of people who will work together to solve these murders. You've told me, and I've heard of what you told Schnabel, watch out, that some kind of network of creatures scattered across the globe that are working together. And you may be the ones to stop this. We must protect our college from within. You understand? I'm an individual with a lot of skills. People made me their leader for a reason. So you can trust me to handle this situation. But again, with all of my experience, I'm telling you, you should not carry that object. And we can lock it away for you if you like.
What do y'all think? I'm fine with that.
I'm afraid of locking it up in a place where Wilroar has access to it.
What do we can consider your
sage advice and get back to you, I think. Very My quickly. friends, I have much to attend to as the High Elder of the Mage College, so I must go. Sherry will show you the rooms if you wish to make an investigation of the rooms, but you do not need to. Our people will investigate these matters. But what I really want of you is that you stop Gulezakash, and we will be working on our end to do this as well, to try to figure out how we can. Very good day. And he leaves.
So
There are only a few people left in this large room now.
we could take the amulet back to my uncle and keep it at the Cappyrnia compound without Wilroar getting to it.
All right.
Wait, what did you say, Tim?
We could take the amulet back to my uncle Stragine at the Tamerwin compound. I would feel safer doing that than leaving it here in a locked box for Wilroar to find.
Una's a little suspicious. Your uncle Stragine that likes to experiment on people
Yes,
who want to examine me.
I've been meaning.
Who's
Yes,
into science.
I would recommend that you wait outside the gates
Who
on the
could
next
probably dissect people while they're still alive.
What's that?
I just said, who taught Una to do the quotes?
She's using a lot of
She
quotes
picked
too.
it up in town.
I think we should entrust it to Daphne's new church.
No,
Good people
please
there.
don't give
Oh,
them
you-
anything
you mean
else
the people
to
that-
like geese.
We should give it to the snail.
If the
Maybe-
party, if the
Maybe
party,
we hide it in like my family's house somewhere in
Oh,
an attic, a chest in an attic. Nobody would think.
if the
Maybe we can
You
destroy
do not
it.
want an object of great evil near your parents, Jester.
if the party
That's true.
trusts it with the Mages College, I'll go with the will of the party. But my vote is
What-
that we should leave it with leave it at the Tamerwin compound.
I'm a little wary of entrusting it to anyone else. But
Yes.
what do you think he meant when he said more importantly? When you explained how you could communicate with Gulezakash, he responded something like, "But more importantly, it allows
Yeah.
some other."
I'm
What,
sure
what,
so.
what he's saying is everything that we say is being heard by somebody else,
Yes.
most likely.
That's what I
It's like
thought.
a microphone.
Okay.
Or
Yes.
it could be.
We're
or it
calling
could
under
That's how.
constant scribe.
Yes, that's how it knew we were out of the city.
Aha!
This
This
might be
reminds me of The Wire.
Yeah, this might be able to track our location as well as show where we are and what we're saying.
Okay. I mean, it's hard not to believe Fadril would have it under control, but it seemed weird that he had no sense of alarm about the fact that Walrog would have access to it. Yeah, I guess maybe the Tamerwin compound is the best bet, although I don't feel great about
I mean, I say we just throw it in the swamp.
Yeah, I was thinking. Bury it somewhere.
Yeah, or we could just bury it randomly in the sea, maybe.
Yeah.
or take it to a volcanic form where we can
Yes.
cast it into it.
Anyway,
That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
yes, speaking loudly and clearly, I'll say we'll just leave it here at the Mage College.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We can just leave it at the Mage College then.
With that Welgar, he seems like a good guy. I trust him
It's-
completely.
It's settled.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm gonna wrap it back around.
I'm certainly
As much
yes.
stuff as possible.
I have
Does
no
Anybody have any lead?
Yeah, does
mental
anybody have
animus
any
toward
lead?
drow.
I do not think so.
All right. To the chamber, Sherry?
You got a tinder box? No, what is it?
Wait. Oh, yes.
Inside
To the room.
my-
I don't even carry metal, so it's not me.
Okay.
Somebody else has lead stuff.
I don't think you guys have lead.
I got no lead.
I have a 10-foot pole and a lead box.
That's
And I'm constantly checking for traps.
right.
All right, what are you guys up to?
To the chamber,
We're
Sherry?
going to the room where the two were murdered.
Going to the murder rooms?
Murder rooms.
All right, you go to the first room. Sherry takes you there. It's the room where Pedris was murdered and married. It's really sad.
Oh.
Wow.
And
The whole life happened there.
yeah, it's one room. It has like a 1800s Victorian tea party kind of vibe to it. And there you are. You're in a bedroom.
Can you do some CSI Elenia Toth, like
Oh,
blood
also
splatter
it's
patterns?
absolutely splattered with blood all over the fucking
Yes.
room. On every single object has blood on it.
Yes, I would love to do a medicine something to see if I can figure out maybe like a sequence of events of how things, or just more specifically.
All right, roll medicine.
Is there a way I can support?
What's your med? Are you proficient?
Not in medicine, but like nature, survival.
Well, let's see what happens with the medicine check first.
18.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like somebody was killed on the bed and then opened up and spread across the room. Veins, organs, just everything that could possibly be spread out from a person without them dying.
So from a medical perspective though, it seems like if it is done this way, it is someone with medical knowledge maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, they would have to know something to keep somebody alive
I
while
see.
doing that, and they would have to have really specialized tools or magic to do it.
Right. Very naughty surgeon.
Any animals in this vicinity?
Sure.
I'm looking for animals in the area.
There's like a fly that is trying to eat some of the blood.
Alright, I'm gonna start ritual casting speak with animal to talk to the fly.
Okay, that sounds good. So while the 10 minutes are passing, you guys do anything in this?
I'll look around to see if what his spell books and magical correspondence and any documentation might tell me.
Alright, roll a
And I-
perception check.
And I'm just going to investigate the room further to see if I see anything.
14.
Alright, Jasper, roll investigation.
4.
Woo!
Nice.
So, Lord Hans, you find a note in the desk that says, something is not right in the Council of Elders. I suspect, and then it's burned away.
Oh, no.
Anything else?
What did you roll perception? Why don't
Yeah.
you roll investigation? We'll see what happens.
12.
Jesus. Sorry, dude. Let's see. You're still ritual casting. Una, are you?
I was gonna maybe use my don't know if I want to do it in this room or the next one, but I have magic awareness, so she was
Oh.
gonna do a look around the room with magic awareness.
Sure. Now that says that you see magic stuff as long as it's not behind full cover, right?
60 feet and not protected by total cover. She's gonna want to go open some drawers and
Open all the drawers and
look
cupboards
under
first.
the bed, pick up the bed sheets, and be like,
So you're gonna open a bunch of shit and then you're gonna use your
be
your
like,
magic
is there
sensor.
anything magical in here?
All right. So you do that, and you see like a little scrap of paper is glowing among a stack of stuff.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna want to go find this glowing scrap of paper.
Okay. Give me 1 sec.
And I'll tell magic guy. I'll be like, you magic people,
Thank you.
there's something over there.
So you
glowing.
you go over there to see what it is?
Yeah, I got a weird feeling, but I'm like taking Hans with me. Cause I'm like,
Okay. You go over there
More
and
magic.
you pull it out and it's a scroll.
oh.
Yeah, what is it? What's it a scroll of?
It's a scroll of. You take it and you look at it. It's a scroll of Dust Devil.
Scroll of Dust Devil. I'm going to just hold on to this if nobody else minds.
Which is a 2nd level spell. 5-foot cube of air that you can see within range. An elemental force that resembles a dust devil appears in the cube and lasts for the spell's duration.
Weird.
Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the dust devil must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 1d8 bludgeoning damage and is pushed 10 feet away.
Yeah.
On a successful save, the creature takes half as much and isn't pushed. As a bonus action, you can move the dust devil up to 30 feet in any direction. If the dust devil moves over sand, dust, loose dirt, or small gravel, it sucks up the material and forms a 10-foot radius cloud of debris around itself.
Ah.
It lasts until the start of your next turn. The cloud heavily obscures its area. Interesting!
Yeah, I will take it. I'm going to stick that in my pack there. Interesting clue
Well,
of the investigation here.
You giving it to him, Una?
Yeah, you can have it.
Thank you.
Oh.
Alright, so you finished doing that, and now you want to talk to a fly?
Yeah.
Alright, you talk to a fly.
Alright, have you been in this room since the murder happened?
I love to drink blood. Have you seen any poop? Oh,
I was only born this morning.
Yeah.
I am 2 days old. What are you asking me?
Were you here when this murder happened? When the murder happened?
Yes.
Did you see a type of form that caused the murder?
Looked like a person. It was horrible. I didn't want to watch anymore. I went and hid. When I came out with the
Just
the
waited
blood.
for the blood.
Makes sense to me. Was the person dark skinned or
Uh,
light skinned?
Why would
I
you say
couldn't
that?
tell. You see, my eyeballs have all these facets to them, and this person, for you, it would be like they were 10 football fields away. You know, I just thought I was a person. So that's what happened.
That's pretty
delicious
cool.
blood. Ooh, blah, blah, blah. And it starts doing that thing where it does this.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was only a single person doing it.
It goes like this.
Yeah.
Yes, it was only one person. Yes, I saw the person was asleep, and then this person came in, and then I ran away, and then there was blood. Yum, blood.
Any other else have any ideas?
Ask them
What were
what
they
the name of the
wearing?
person.
Did they have like a cloak?
It doesn't sound like
It's not gonna
they have no description of this person whatsoever, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
A person.
Any,
The fly thanks you for using the they pronoun with it.
well, thank you for your time and enjoy the blood.
Yay! And it just eats a bunch of blood.
Right, should we go?
It says, if you
next
find any
room?
poop, let me know. Alright, anything else you're doing in this room?
I've investigated and found all I can find. Anybody else have anything?
And take in all that
Yeah.
seemed appropriate to take.
Does the door have a lock on it?
Yeah.
Does it seem like it was forced open somehow?
No. So Sherry pops his head in and he's like, have you seen everything you need to see here? Do you want to see the other room?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
see
see
the
the-
other room. Does everybody have a key to get into these rooms, or how do these doors work?
No. No, not everyone has a key to get into each other's rooms. Usually the people just have their own key to their own room. I don't know, maybe housekeeping would have a key, but generally we don't have each other's keys.
Okay.
There's the janitor.
I want to also check the outside of the door to see if it looked like it was somehow picked or something.
Alright, roll perception.
Would anybody like to help me?
Ah, help
perhaps?
him? Yes.
Oh, that's really good. 24.
It looks like flawless.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. Let's check the next room.
Alright. So, you go to the next room, the room of Elnora, and this room looks like everything's really futuristic, made out of hematite, like shiny black stone, metal stuff. And there's blood everywhere, all over everything.
Any fly in this one?
Mm-mm.
Any animals whatsoever?
No, animals don't like all this stone and metal.
No.
I'll investigate any documents, spell books, or notes or correspondence that I can find, or any other clues that I can see.
Alright, roll investigation.
16.
You find a blue bead that feels out of place. There's nothing else in the room that it appears to have come from.
Can I investigate the blue bead, or do I sense or know anything about the blue bead, or?
It just looks like it is broken off of something. It's sort of like it had a string.
We should probably ask Sherry about where this blue bead might have come from.
Sure, do you recognize this blue bead?
Sherry doesn't know.
I'm gonna hold on to the blue bead. Just keep an eye out. We'll keep an eye out for anyone wearing blue beads.
What else, guys? What are you up to, Una?
Una's starting to hate this town.
Una, you have this uncanny ability to find weird magical things.
Yes.
I could do it one more again if everybody wants to open up all this.
Alright, let's open up all the things.
Open up all the things, pick up the covers. I got one more in me.
Let's do it.
Okay, so everybody opens up the shit, you do the thing.
Then show me that bead.
You roll investigation for me.
Okay. Nope. That's gonna
Do
be.
you have inspiration? Which one are you?
Yeah, I could try it with inspiration, though I don't know. I'll try it. That's not good. Oh, 13.
You don't notice.
Yeah.
You don't see any magical shit. You don't notice anything interesting. Catman and Crow Lady, Raven Lady. You guys doing anything in here?
I mean, I think I would just be doing similar to see if these spatters look any different or if they tell the same story. Can I tell by like how it's congealed, maybe
Yeah.
like how were they simultaneous? Was it one and then the other? You know, the timeline.
Okay. Roll medicine.
Ooh, a 12.
Eh,
No.
you can't tell much. But it started at the desk rather than the bed.
So she was maybe awake. Or fell asleep at her desk.
Jasper, what do you want to do in this room?
I will. I guess. Can I investigate? And one of the things I would look for is just. Is there another point of entry, like a window or something, just to see if we can tell how the person got in if it wasn't through the door?
All right. What do you roll?
Investigation. You don't use my inspiration. But yeah. God. I rolled 2 3s in a row. I'm not using that dice.
You don't find shit! But it looks like it's the fucking door where the person came in, but the same kind of door situation.
Okay.
Is there anything like under the bed or something that would have like rolled on or something that maybe we could get more information?
Roll perception!
Alright.
Will he get a high roll?
Will he? Yeah, 22.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
It's pretty high.
That's good.
Yeah.
Look under the bed, which is like hematite and shit. It's all fucking shiny. And there's like a silver rug under the bed. And you look under the silver rug, and you see a short sword that looks really cool.
Alright, well I show the group the short sword that looks really cool. Is it bloody or anything like that? Or
And it's bloody!
it is
Yeah.
bloody. CSI?
Yeah. Yeah, can I examine? Can we do CSI short sword?
Sure. What do you want to roll on it?
I want to look at medicine if it seems like this would be sharp enough, you know, if it is to get the job done.
All right. Try it out.
Motherfuck. That is a natural one, so I don't
Oh.
know. That's 9 total then.
You can't tell shit.
Nope.
All right.
All right.
What else are you guys doing with this short sword?
Does it have any in its coolness, like any engraving or stuff that would make it identifiable to anything, anybody?
It looks very sharp. It's kind of bronze colored. It's got cool ass handle. It's all metal. If you wanna roll history, Una, on a short sword, we'll
Or
see.
maybe the dwarf friends.
She's like,
I'll help you.
ah,
I'm helping.
through it.
I'm helping
Across
Una
the
with the
floor.
history. Let it go.
I don't know.
That's a good
I
call.
can do it
No,
different way.
it's on your
I'm sure
right
Han's
foot.
just like shaking Una. Remember!
Yeah.
I got it. Okay. You're helping me?
I'm helping you.
Alright, I'll try these two.
Kudos for not spamming guidance, Daphne.
Yeah, believe me, I've been thinking about it.
15 on history?
Not bad.
The short sword, you can tell it's adamantine.
Oh.
Oh.
I've seen these.
Oh.
Adamantium.
What is adamantine? What does it mean?
Well,
They're really hard to
It
break.
is very, very sharp.
It would make a good.
And this-
It does.
Wait, so
good
this
metal.
is. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead. I'm sure.
Well, so that's the same material that's predominant in the room, right?
No.
no.
No, it
No?
is rare.
Sorry.
Adamantium.
The room is
not common.
hematite.
Hematite's
Hematite
the
is-
room.
Hematite. Okay.
Adamantium's like
This
super
this
strong.
one's a long shot, but would there be anything like, does the blood smell normal like blood, or could you sense like somebody sense if, I'm just wondering about the keeping them alive part, like if they had some kind of like drug or
Oh.
medicine, would there
Right,
anything
right.
be detectable
I mean, I could
in their
detect
blood?
poison and disease. So we could see maybe.
I don't know if it would be.
I don't know if it'll help. I'm just bringing up the text of it to see if that even.
I'm just wondering about the keeping them alive part.
Right.
Lord, while they're doing that, Lord Hans, roll history.
12.
Ah, that sucks for you. That's a bad roll for Lord Hans.
Yeah.
I'll come back to that. So what were you gonna do, Daphne?
Maybe do because Una was wondering if like maybe they were drugged or something. I'm just trying to bring up the spell text to see if detect poison and disease will make sense
I
for that.
don't think so.
But I have to do it
I
on
mean,
the
maybe.
phone.
I think I could. I have like
I can do it.
a simple weapon, martial weapons.
Detect poison and disease.
It's a cheat.
For the duration, you can sense the presence and location
your
of
attack
poisons,
or-
poisonous creatures, and diseases
or
within
death.
30 feet of you.
Right.
You can also identify the kind of poisonous creature or disease in each
Yeah.
case.
Right.
It can penetrate most barriers, is blocked by a foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of
Yeah,
lead, or
unless
3
it's
feet of wood or
Yeah,
dirt.
I think you know it lasts for 10 minutes.
Keep
It's
my-
one spell slot. Why not? I will
Yes.
see if there's anything weird in this room vis-a-vis.
Poisons and diseases.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say, you pick up nothing.
Man.
Well,
Alright.
shall we? What do you guys think about?
She's ritual casting poison and disease.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
while she was ritual casting that, I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
I'll do it faster.
Anything magical?
Nope.
Okay.
Just a sword.
Shall we speak to Welrar? What do you think about speaking to these mages that are opposed
Well,
to?
we could talk to
Fuck
Sherry
rule?
about stuff since they're right there.
Sherry?
Or Schnabel.
Or
if you want
wait, yeah,
to
Schnabel.
know the
Who's
should
leading
be-
the investigation? Schnabel?
Schnabel, yes.
We should talk to Schnabel.
Sherry, would you take us to Schnabel, please?
Sure.
Get to at least show him the sword.
He takes you to
Be-
Schnabel, and Schnabel says in a German accent, "Hello, what's up?"
Well?
He's crying a little bit.
Well, we found a short sword that we think might be part of the thing that killed them. We found this blue bead.
Yes, do you recognize this bead, Schnabel? Is that some ornament that somebody wears, a bracelet or a belt or something?
I don't. It might be part of a decoration.
Is there someone who likes to wear such decorations?
I don't know.
We also found a note in Paters's room that said he suspected something was going on with the elders.
And with the council, but then it was burned.
Well, something definitely is going on.
And then a fly told me that it was a figure, humanoid figure that came in while the first room was sleeping, and that murdered him while he was sleeping.
So it was just one person?
A single figure.
Wow. Well, this is very helpful information for our investigation. May I hold on to that blue bead and put it in with evidence so if we find someone who has these, like a beaded outfit, we can check it?
Absolutely.
Keep your eye on, I don't know if you have a campus barber or surgeon, but keep your eyes peeled for somebody who knows what's what vis-a-vis the body.
And
Okay.
Have you seen the short sword anywhere?
This short sword? No, I haven't. That may have belonged to the mage, but that was killed, but also it's covered in blood, so I don't quite understand. Maybe we should hang on to this for evidence and we can compare it against something? Dungeon Master, before you make your decision on that, this adamantine short sword will allow you to overcome resistances to piercing and slashing damage, and it will do max damage against constructs. That's what it'll do in this game. People have it do different things in different campaigns, so that's what adamantine.
Max damage against, what was that?
Constructs. So if you're fighting like a statue,
I'll hold
gargoyle.
on to that.
You'll need this, and perhaps we could confront the evildoer. with it.
Happy to hold on to this. If you need to take a look at it, give us a call.
What armory?
Oh, okay, because it seems like really useful evidence. I'd love to put it in our evidence locker.
We may need a piece of evidence to confront the killer if we find him.
Well, okay.
And this will be it.
You've shown yourselves to be smarter than we.
Should we?
Can you take a drawing of it or something to see it?
Sure, if only I had something to take an exact facsimile of it.
No. I know, that would be really cool, but
Those are hard to come by.
Does such a thing even exist?
Well, many things are magically created.
Oh.
But,
This is a mage college. Don't you guys have one of those books?
sell it at the campus bookstore.
Schnabel calls in a sketch artist,
There you go.
and the sketch artist just sketches
Schnabel,
the sword.
And
for a
Una
while.
just poses awkwardly with it.
And about, after like 20 minutes, the sketch artist is like, I'm just sketching the sword.
Super disappointed.
Schnabel, would it be possible for us to speak to Coriel or Cerulean?
I believe so. We don't, track all of our mages or anything, but you could go to their quarters and knock on the door if you want.
I would like to go to the quarters and knock on the door and just see if either of them like to wear jewelry.
Okay. Let's see here.
What does the group think of this? It's possibly dangerous.
Well, Haslam is not great with people, so he will allow you all to talk to people.
Una,
Okay,
how
I
do you
guess-
feel about this?
I think it's fine. At some point, we should decide: are we going to continue to pursue this investigation, or go
Yes.
on to departments?
I will leave it up to the party.
Well, if we are investigating, now is the time since it just happened.
I'd like to speak to
Yeah.
Welrar.
To who?
To Welrar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welrar Murden. You'd like to speak to Welrar Murden? I don't think I can do that accent.
We
but
may
we'll try.
not find what we want to know, but I'd be interested to hear his point of view.
Okay, so
But I'll leave it up to the party. For Jasper, I know that your mother's life is in danger, so there may be other priorities.
why don't we think about it over a break?
Hey!
Break, break. break, 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 break. Break time! Back
All right.
with the second half of this stunning episode of Elenia Toth.
Woohoo!
So what's up, guys? What are you doing?
Well, I think that the party is anxious to get onto Parvus.
Gotta do it. Gotta get to Parvus.
Yes.
But
So-
before we go, we should make a quick pit stop at the swamp,
Yep. Let's go to the swamp real fast.
and then come back quickly.
Did the Schnevel or Sackle or whatever the heck the
Schnabel.
No.
yeah
Schna-
sheep? What's the one that's popping in and out?
Sherry.
Sherry.
Do either of them have a small lead container?
Small lead box. Can we ask him for a small lead box?
What reason do you want this box?
To
Asked
put the
Schnabel.
thing inside.
To hide a magical something to not be able to get detected by magical means.
Well, I think, to give you this fancy lead box, I mean, I need to know a little bit more about why you need it than just to hide a magic item.
Well, yeah, so people can't scry it.
I mean, what's the magic item?
An object that is used for spying.
Yes, Fadrarul advised us on this matter. So,
Well, I don't know. Roll persuasion?
I mean, I'm fine
I'm gonna guide you.
buying
this time.
Yay.
a box. I will buy
We could
it.
just go buy one.
Yeah, I'm fine buying the box.
Well,
oh.
let's just see how much you persuade with a D4 added on it.
Well, it was a 17, but minus 3, so 14.
Oh my god.
And then you added the D4 or beforehand?
That I've already
That
added
was with
D4.
it.
Alright, good enough. Take it.
All right.
Yay.
I'm gonna put the thing in the lead box
all right.
and then still
Okay.
wrap it up and put it in my backpack.
Let's go.
As you put it in the lead box, you hear, no!
Hey, I can't hear you
The signal is
you,
fading.
you put it in the lead box and you like faintly hear through the lead box, guys.
So
Okay.
please, sure.
So-
Yes, please tell Fadrarul that we'll return when we can to assist with this investigation. But we have to help our friend and save his mother's life.
Very good. So you put the thing in a lead box, and then what do you guys do? Schnabel's like, cool, gonna do it. All right. So what do you guys do?
Schnabel, we Fadrarul said we could use the teleportation
There you go.
circle or route to travel to our next destination where we're going.
Yes, you told me. I was the one who originally told you that, BT Dubs. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Thanks.
I'm aware. I am the guy who speaks for Fadrarul. I know the stuff
Yes.
that Fadrarul knows.
As much as
Of course.
As much as we'd like to finish the investigation, we trusted in the Mage College's hands. I think we need to teleport to Parvus, sir.
We trust it in your hands, Snow.
What? Is it safe to use? We although a couple of us have been in Parvus, for me it was a long time ago, and I don't know exactly. Are we going to? Is it easy enough to teleport, for instance, to the capital of Parvus?
Well, yes. If you want to go to the capital of Parvus, who are you talking to right now, guys?
Schnabel.
Schnabel, Julian Schnabel, the famous painter.
Yeah. If you want to, oh no.
Borg.
If you want to go to if you want to go to the Mage College in Parvus, then you get in our teleportation circle and it'll teleport you there. You
Great.
you have the ability to use it, and there's a line of people lined up in front of the door to use it as always, and we'll have you cut to the front because Fadrarul told me that your priorities come first. Although not with our lead boxes, you have to roll to get those from me. And we'll, you can get in the teleportation room in the teleportation circle and teleport to the Mage College in Parvus.
Great, let's do it.
Sounds good. I'm so excited.
So you guys head to the you guys head to the hallway, and there's a bunch of people waiting in line, all sorts of different types of people, and they all look annoyed that you cut to the front of the line. And Schnabel, gives them a look. They all know who Schnabel is, and they lead you into the room. And the room is a hexagonal room. It's blue and crystalline walls, and arcane symbols in a large white circle. There's like a circle with some filigree around it and different arcane symbols in the circle, and then not really a pentagram, but lines lead in towards the middle, creating a design, and the ceiling and the floor and the walls are all blue and crystalline and in a hexagonal shape. Now, as you step into the room, Schnabel says, before you go, I need to introduce you to someone who wants to be your guide.
Great.
And from behind him steps up what looks like a half-elf. He's got somewhat dark skin and silver hair. He's got one blue eye and one green eye, and he's very handsome. And he says, what's that?
I'm sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
He says, hola, ¿qué tal? He says, hello, mi nombre es, he says, my name is Deus Equis, and I would like to come with you.
Yeah.
I'm the most interesting man in
Little
the world.
drink.
I would like to be your guide. Hello.
Why?
Hello.
I'm sure you are aware the things that you are doing are very important. He combs his fingers through his lustrous silvery hair. The things that you are doing are very important. My friends, I come from the Mage College in Rocinante, and there we are monitoring the affairs of all of the Mage Colleges. But clearly you have heard that your doings here are known all across our continent. Yes, we are watching, and I want to be helping. I want to help you, he says, and he looks at you very handsomely with his one.
Does he seem
color
trustworthy?
I suppose you should roll insight.
17.
You get a feeling of goodness from him.
And what manner of magic do you wield? How will you round out the party, so to speak?
He pulls two rapiers out from behind his back, and he says, I am a blade singer.
Ah.
Oh!
Singer.
And then he says, please, I must tell you something. Come closer. I don't want the people in the hallway to hear. Listen. I feel there is a reason the queen selected you in the first place. Or at least Una and Daphne. You two. Yes, I know your names already. I know. I have been watching you, in a nice way. I believe there is a reason that the queen selected Una and Daphne. And the ancient threefold, the alliance between the three cities, we want to know why. We want to know why you were selected.
I would too. This is news to me.
And I want to help protect you. We want to help protect you because we think you will do something good. There may be something about one of you two that can protect the continent, or maybe your group, I don't know. But we want to support you and watch you and make sure that good things happen.
Whom do you support in the dispute in Mage College elders here.
What do you mean?
Are you allied with Fadrarul, or do you align yourself with Wilrar?
I am from the Mage College in Rocinante, my friend. What are you really asking me?
I mean, obviously,
nothing important.
he's on the side of the threefold, so he's on the side of
Yeah.
Welvar.
Yeah, of Fadrarul.
Or Fadrul.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
Am I on the side of the threefold? Yes. The
Alright.
threefold is what keeps our continent together. Imagine if anyone could come here from other continents, what would happen? People would be in danger, I think. I don't know. It seems good. It's been the practice for many hundreds of years, and
Well, if the queen was trying to get rid of it, I think we should keep it.
Yes. Fair enough.
yes.
I'm
Why would you
fine.
want to remove that?
Welvar.
It is a barrier. It keeps people from coming here from other places. You could have a bunch of fire elementals, right, from the fire elemental plane that would just come and throw fire. Why would you want that?
It seems some people do want that, so.
Well, they want Glyphigosh and Mistress to come in, probably.
I think that the people who are against the ancient threefold, they believe in what is the word? There's the political word. They care about their own country. They want to focus on their country for success, but they miss the point that together we protect each other. That is what is.
I think the word you're looking for is dicks.
I do not know this word unless you are speaking of penises, whereby I do not quite understand.
Yes, well, I'm fine with having this man join our group.
Yes.
And
I
as
will
a
protect
guide,
you. Shing! I will protect you.
Yes, you can walk in the
are you, do you have knowledge of Parvus when you say you could be our guide?
Oh yes. I served in the Crystal Court in Itena for many years, and I'm happy to advise you about Parvus. You see, my friends, and as he says this, the people that are waiting in line in the hallway, like there's a woman.
Tell us on the way, buddy!
There's a woman that's like, "Are you done yet?
Oh yeah, can we teleport already?
I've been in line for over an hour."
How do we use this thing?
Beep, 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 beep.
Are you guys?
Yes.
You guys gonna do it?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay, so you all go and you stand in this white circle, following the directions of Schnabel. You all go and stand in this white circle and hold hands. And, Schnabel tells you in a German accent that it's very easy to teleport to the Mage College in Parvus. That's what our circles are for. You just go from one circle to the other, So there's no real problem there. So all of you just think about the Mage College in Parvus, and you'll be good to go.
Alright, I think of that.
Think of the Mage College.
Una, roll this D100.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
It's pretty heavy, so I'm not gonna touch it.
Yeah, probably don't destroy your whatevers.
Oh, dear. That is a 31.
31, eh? You want to hold on for that for now, just in
Yeah,
case you want
just
to
in
use your
case I get
globe?
excited with my globe.
31. So, wait one second. Let me just see what 31. Okay, so you guys start teleporting. It almost looks like like a Star Trek teleporting thing, where light starts to fly up your bodies and stuff. And you have the lead box with you, right?
Mhm.
So as you start to move between the place that you are and the place that you're going, you hear a voice in your head, and it goes, "Yes, yes, leave Elenia Toth. Very good. The Grey Mind can deal with you instead. If you somehow survive Parvus, well, don't come back anytime soon."
Can I speak back to it?
You can try.
Uh,
You say, "Fuck you."
yeah.
You can try, but these effects are happening too quickly.
Okay.
Like as you start to sort of stretch and bend, and you're in between two places, you hear that voice in your head, and something happens. You all feel electric shocks in your something going through your bodies, and so far there's been sort of a yellowish and orangish current that's shooting up and down your bodies as you start to go from one place to another, but now a dark blue lightning bolt seems to streak across all of your bodies, and you all take 5 force damage, and you feel yourself stretched and twisted and pulled, and the lead box feels extremely heavy, and all of a sudden you find yourselves in a different place than you were expecting.
Does Double X look like he was like also confused about like what was going on, or did he seem like he was normal?
Everybody was fucked up equally, from what you can tell.
But it seemed surprising to him what was happening.
I don't know. First you're gonna have to end up where you are, and then you can look at him. So you all pop into existence in a very large open field of yellow grass. There are little trees with wavy tops to them that are very, very sparsely spread out from here to there, and just a extremely vast expanse of plains with yellow grass in them. And all around you, you see these large creatures the size of horses that are all making this noise that you're now hearing, milling around in this field. So as far as the eye can see is this yellowy grass field with a few trees, and you, being from Parvus, recognize this as the plains of Lari.
How far off course are we?
You're not sure because you don't know exactly where you are, but you can start talking to each other and stuff.
Alright, so he was thinking of cows instead of the college.
I asked Double X, so was that normal? That hurt a lot.
I do not know what happened, my friend. I think that some kind of interference took place. Maybe the power you speak of was the cause of this. Yes, I am just as surprised as you. This is very strange. But fortunately, I know Parvus very well. Yes, as do you. I imagine you can see we are in the plains of Lari.
Where are we trying to go again?
Well, there's two places. We're trying to check on Homeboy at the Tower of Contemplation.
Yes.
And then we also are trying to get to the lichen that grows. Hold on, I have my page saved. The lichen that grows on the southern edge of Lake Kaffa.
There's also the chick with the army.
Yes. Yes.
So can we tell our guide our destinations and see how if he knows how far we are
Or
from?
do you know where the stronghold of Lady Killshaw is?
Oh yes, of course.
And you know where the Tower of Contemplation of the Motionless Bird is?
Oh, the Tower of Contemplation, yes, where they practice the way of the motionless bird. Yes, of course.
And how far are we from both those places? And how far are we from the southern shores of the lichen
Lake
lichen
Kaffa.
place, Lake Kaffa?
Well, let me see. And he sort of like holds up a finger to test the direction of the wind and like looks around and stuff. Makes a really good survival roll, thank goodness. And he says, you know, my friends, I think this will help you. I have a map of Parvus with me.
Handy,
Oh, great.
handy.
I want to look at the map.
Yes, it will be very helpful. Let us look at the map of Parvus, and I will tell you about the way. Let's see. Jasper, you will have to look at the glass because of what is happening with your eyes, you know? Let's see. Ah, yes, you see out of this hole. Ah, very good. This is the map, Jasper, that he passes around to everyone. I'm sorry, Ron, it is a small map, but you know. Oh, I guess I will start over here. Yes. You can zoom in and everything. I have a map of Parvus, so, you know, he feels the wind and everything, and he says, we are in the plains of La Vie, and, now he's French, I don't know why. I'll just speak in Spanish. Yo creo que estamos en el centro de las lomas de La Vie, no sé. Pues, we are equidistant from, you were talking about the woods, yes, with, tell me your designations again, your destination?
Southern edge of Lake Kaffa,
Yes,
the Tower of Contemplation.
yes, those are in the same place.
Oh.
If you want to go to the Tower of Contemplation, you go to Moncafa, and then you use the boats, right? The lake.
Ah, yes.
Lake Kaffa, you see, it is covered with magical mist, so that boats cannot go to the island of Kaffa. You know where the Tower of Contemplation is.
Ah.
So if you want to go to the Tower of Contemplation, first you go to Moncafa, then you use the magic boats. And as he's saying this, you guys are feeling the heaviness of the heat press down on you. You're basically in the Serengeti, is what this is like.
Yeah.
And there's wildebeests all around you, is what these creatures are, is basically what's going on. And as he's explaining to you, it's getting fucking warm, and you start feeling that the mosquitoes and whatever the bizarre version of tsetse flies are starting to figure out where you are.
Ugh.
So he continues. Yes, if you want to go to the Tower of Contemplation, you go to Moncafa, and then you get the magic boats, and you go through the fog that's on the lake, and then you go to the Tower of Contemplation. So that is.
All right.
And then what is the other places you're talking about?
Wherever the Lady Killshaw is based.
Oh yes, let me see. And he sort of makes a mark on the map. You see where I drew a sword on the map in the southwest corner?
Yeah.
That is where her army is.
And where are we on this?
We're in the middle. Well,
I will point it out to you.
Middle of the plains of Torre.
Yes, you see right there where it says Plains of Lauri.
Lori,
Yes, so Moncafa, this will take 2 days to go north to Moncafa. Her army is down here. It is on the other side of the border mire. Yes, that is her army that is on the border. This is Liebenstag here, and this is unsettled land, and it leads to our country that we
And
came from.
Where's the mage college that we should have?
And the mage college is
In
here
there? Okay.
in the capital. So we are here, and it will take 2 days to get to the capital,
Okay.
and then there is
2
one
days
kappa. You want to see? I will pass it again, and
I'm gonna
point it out
eat
to you.
5 good berries while we're
Yeah.
doing this.
I'm also gonna eat my good berries.
Oh, your hit points are low. You
Yeah.
need.
Eating the yes.
I will say this to you before you eat your good berries.
Okay.
Everyone make a Constitution check. And tell me what you get.
10.
11.
7.
16.
Six.
Oh no.
Everyone passed but you. Jasper, you take 1 point of damage.
Very good.
Because a very scary looking large fly takes a nice bite out of you. At least no one rolled a 1, you know? So, yes, you are talking about the Monkafa, Lake Kafa, the Crystal Tower. I have pointed out the Mage College. Yes, you know, as I see it, you really have those 3 choices, although there are maybe other interesting things on my map. You can go to the Crystal Tower in the center of the lake on the Isle of Kafa to speak to the 100 Holy Ones to ask for help. You could travel to the capital, Itena, to report to the Mage College offshoot there and use their teleportation circle to get back to Elenia Toth or Rocinante or Borgon. Or you could head west to the army of Lady Pil Kilshaw if you, I don't know, wanted to make her fight Goleta Kash or something.
Let's go to the southern
Yeah.
shore of the lake where we'll find a
Kappa.
lichen, and then from there
There's
we'll go to the
capital.
tower. Does that sound
There's
good?
the army.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 for
Yes,
the
and-
2 for the president.
What? Sorry. And he said something about also talking to the Holy One. So it seems like going there would be 3 things we may want to do.
Sure, sounds good.
Yes, the 100 Holy Ones. As you may recall from your history classes of Parvus, you know the country is made up of halflings and tabaxi. And the tabaxi are freed slaves. They are descended from freed slaves. You know, they were once slaves, and then Toth freed them, only to make them slaves again to build his empire. And then during the fall, they were finally freed by the halflings, and the halflings think of them as messianical figures. So they all praise the turkey. You know, the turkey god. They are radical pacifists, yes. So every year, once a year, the tabaxi, the different tabaxi will become the 100 Holy Ones, and then they decide. And then twice a year, they go from the. You guys know that pretty soon you're gonna have to make another constitution. So pretty soon.
Can we
Yeah,
talk
that's-
while we're walking to
that's
the
right, yes.
to the?
We'll head to the south shore of the lake.
Are these wild wildebeests or what are these?
Yeah, can we ride these?
Yeah, they're wild wildebeest.
Can I do like an animal handling check or something to see if we can hitch a ride on wildebeests?
You can try.
All right, can you
I'll help you. Because I do.
and can you also
Eventually, and I
guide
will
me?
guide you,
Sweet,
yes.
sweet.
Watch out for the horns and the hooves.
18.
So there's like a wildebeest is like, and what are you doing to it? What does it look like? What are you
Like just
Are you like the guy in Jurassic Park and you're like
Yeah.
with the hand or
yeah, just like a slow hand, maybe have some like of it, whatever food that I think it would eat, and like just try to calm it and make it as relaxed as
Make sure
possible.
to keep your hands flat so it does not take a bite out of your palm.
Yes,
That
thank you,
hurts.
thank you for helping.
So the wildebeest it sort of comes up to you and starts snuffling your hand, and you get lots of snot and stuff on your hand, and it's sort of licking your hand and looking at you with these sort of dumb, peaceful eyes. And like,
Keep petting it. Do I feel like I'll know how to like kind of steer it in the right direction?
I mean, are you trying to ride it?
Yeah, that is the ultimate goal.
Have you gotten on it? Are you trying to get on it?
Sure, I will try to get on it.
All right. Roll animal handling again.
help or with audible?
I think that's up to.
She can guide you retroactively.
Guide me, alright. That's a 15.
Okay, yeah, sure. So you scramble on top of the wildebeest, and it seems very bewildered, if you will. And it's like, and it sort of rides over to a couple of its friends, and it's like, and they're sort of looking at it funny, and you're sitting on his back.
Do I think I can like steer it in any way?
You could try.
You got the rope. You wanna make
I'm
a
just
bit?
I'm just gonna cast Speak of the Animals.
All right.
I'm gonna be
Is
like,
that a ritual?
no, I'm just casting it, so it's faster.
Yeah. All right. So you cast it.
And be like, hey, how's it going? I was wondering if you could help us get to our destination faster. Maybe we can help you get food and water and stuff along the way.
East. We're going east.
You're going east.
East.
What's over in the east direction?
I don't know. That's where we go every year. All of us. You turn and look, and you see like tens of thousands of wildebeest on the horizon. All of them heading east.
Tens of thousands.
East. Are you going east?
We're not, right?
We're going
I think we're
north.
going north.
We're going north.
Northeast.
I need to go east. East.
And they're all saying east over and over again.
Yeah.
East.
You understand all the animals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of them are saying east, and other ones are like saying other shit. But they're saying east.
Such a vivid picture.
I want to see if any of them are not herd mentality and saying anything else, or
just saying north. North.
I'm
north.
like, does anyone want to go on an adventure?
I'll tell you what. First, roll nature. If you want a more illustrative picture, I'll dig in.
11.
11. Okay. Well, as a resident of Parvus, you've heard of the great. They're going to get a different name, but you've heard of the great wildebeest migration.
Uh-huh.
We'll call them eldebeest for now. You've heard of the great eldebeest migration?
Sure.
And you know that every year they move from the western half of the country to the eastern half of the country across the plains of Lari. They do that for mating, and it's just part of their seasonal movement. So as surely as a salmon has to go upstream to copulate and die, these eldebeests have to migrate east as part of who they are.
I guess we're walking.
Yeah, I guess we're walking then.
By the way, Jake, I ate 6 good berries. I'm just letting it down. Bring my hit points back up.
Very good. I'll just ask for you guys' hit points once somebody actually attacks you. Hopefully none of these wildebeest attack you. Fucking. All right. So you were gonna look around to see if any of them seemed adventurous, right?
Or would not just want to do everything that
Yeah.
everyone else is doing.
So roll perception.
16.
Okay. You see one wildebeest that is like running around doing whatever it wants.
But I go, do you want to go on an adventure?
It was like, yeah. Everyone else is boring.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Does he have like 5 friends?
I don't know. You have to look around at the animals.
Is
But you want to ride him?
Yeah, I'm gonna ride him.
All right. You jump on him. You ride him. He's down for you to ride him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll give him a good berry too.
All right.
I've never eaten anything like it.
Oh my God! Oh, more good berry. What is this berry? Oh, let's go somewhere. Adventure.
Do you know of any other friends of yours that also would like to go on an adventure?
I do.
Let's get him. Let's go.
It rides like 100 feet or more in that direction, and it gets this other one that's like a little slender female wildebeest that's all like jumping around and stuff, and they come running back with you to U4, and the little wildebeest is looking at you guys. Adventure? Adventure?
Yeah, let's do it. Adventure.
Adventure!
I mean, we're pretty small.
Yeah.
I don't know how much everybody else weighs. How many?
I mean, Lord Hans, you're probably pretty small, right?
No.
Jasper's 145 pounds, and then this double X guy being a half elf probably is pretty
So you
small.
guys are all humanoids.
Yeah.
Humans. You're
I'm
not
Yeah.
small. You're all
walking 40
medium.
pounds.
But he's small and you guys are medium. So, what are you guys doing? There's a little wildebeest looking at you.
I'll let someone else ride that wildebeest. Elderbeest.
Okay, everybody make a Constitution check.
11.
Oh, natural 20.
Yes. 13.
13.
16.
11.
Okay, you're good.
That's,
As you stand there in the vast open plains, dry grass leaning forward in the wind, little trees dotting on the horizon, a deep oppressive heat covering your bodies, you see an expanse of elderbeasts as well as their spotted wild horse cousins who stand near them. You know, some of you know, because of your research in zoology, that these creatures travel together and are allied in some way, so that the spotted horses look back when the other is looking front, and this allows them to watch out for the lions and the cougars and the cheetahs that populate this plain that you are all standing around on so relaxedly. And now the live female elderbeast looks at you again. Adventure? Adventure?
Yeah, let's go on an adventure.
alright.
I will see if I can. I'll approach the female elderbeast, and see if I can make a connection with her.
Do acrobatics check.
What? What check?
Acro.
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
20, dirty 20.
Nice.
You jump on top of that motherfucking elderbeast, and she's like, adventure! So two of you are on elderbeast, and the other ones are standing.
But do we want, I mean, I can't speak to the animals, but maybe I'll tell Hassan about the horses.
Alright.
I don't know if you want to tell
What's the elderbeast name that I'm on?
Herman.
Herman. Alright, Herman. Do you have any friends in the horse community I can talk to?
Let me ask this: is your group of 5? Are you all going to try to ride these creatures?
If we can find 5 of the animals, I'll try.
I mean, we can even
Well,
share.
I'm
there's-
sure we can
there's-
double up.
Double up.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people can double up. Yeah. I guess.
We also have 6 with our new
Yeah.
companion.
You're able to find 4.
Okay.
One of you can't find a 5th.
Okay.
Oh, and you also have Darius, so that's
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's find out if Darius can do this correctly. He can, so he gets 1.
Okay.
So you all find him except for 1. So one person is going to be not on a elderbeast, or
Well,
We
I'm
double up the
small.
little people like Daphne and.
Yeah.
She's not little.
I just said she's a little.
She's a
a
human.
little. She's
She's
like
human,
5'1",
but I'm just saying
yeah.
she's a shorter.
She's
She's medium.
She's
He's
smaller
small.
than me.
Well, actually, hey, Hassam.
Uh,
I mean, one thing is you could turn into. You have the ability to transform into animals too, right?
for an hour.
Oh, just for an hour. Okay. Sorry.
All right. So what are you doing, Haslam?
Alright,
What-
let's
Yeah, we
let's
can take, we can
ride.
take turns. You know,
Take turns.
maybe one
So one person's like just running.
Maybe.
That's me.
Sorry.
Una's just.
I mean, we could see Una doing that. But if
Una's
someone wants to share
exercising.
with me, I'm fine with it because I'm super light.
So who's the lightest besides Hassam? That be me?
I don't know. How big are you?
145.
Yeah. You're smaller.
She's a 5'1".
Yeah, but she's round. So
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
130, 140.
And
so-
how what about this very slender 16-year-old boy we have with us?
Yes, I weigh 165.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
He's only 16?
Really,
He's
16?
18
You're a
for the
kid.
purposes of this
Oh.
podcast.
So
Alright, so
Daphne and Hassam could ride together?
Haslam gets on the same wildebeest as the lightest one of you.
Yeah, that's fine.
And let's see, who's going to be the navigator?
I am.
Oh, and that'll make sense if we're riding together that I can.
Me and Herman.
Yeah.
Let's go, Herman.
Then Dos Equis.
Yes. All right. So do a survival roll.
Okay.
I will guide you.
I'm also a wanderer, FYI. So if I have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout and settlements and other features around you.
Great. So you remember that map, and you remember the direction you're supposed to go in to get
terrible.
to Moncafa, right?
Yep.
You guys want to go to Moncafa?
Yes.
See,
What am I rolling? Survival, you said?
Yeah.
13.
All right. That's what you roll. 13, huh? All right, you're going. You know, you're going at like twice the speed. It should take 2 days to get to Moncafa. So it's not taking 2 days. It's taking 1 day. Now you came through. Let's see. After the mystery solving, I would say is like 3. If you went over there at noon, you spent 3 hours watching a funeral and a mystery solving. It's like 3. You go through the teleportation room. It's like 4. So you get here at 4. So you ride until the sun sets. Let's say it's setting at 8, so you go 4 hours. So you know that you get another 6 or 8 hours in the morning with the sun. The sun is starting to set. Are you all gonna ride through the night? Or are you gonna stop in camp?
Why is stopping?
Probably safer.
Yeah.
Especially if
Stop
you can
and
find anything that's like on the way that looks like it'd be a good camping spot for us.
Okay, so you're riding your elderbeasts and looking for a place to camp.
Yeah, like a lean-to, or
Yeah, anything that
Or
we
oasis.
could, a more protective area for ourselves.
Okay, so you want to roll survival again to see
Sure.
if you can find a
And your guys.
you can do
protected
it.
sleeping.
Oh, that's terrible.
Maybe you can't.
11.
11. You're riding around and you find like a dip, like a light valley. So there's lots of plains, and you find a place where it dips, and there's raised things around it. So you can't be seen for thousands of miles in either direction. As you ride up to it, roll perception. You.
All of us?
Nope.
13.
You see someone. You see a female gnome pulling her pants up by a bush, and she sees you, and she sort of runs over the top of the hill there.
Wait, I'll call out to her in gnomish, like, hello, we are friendly, because I speak it.
So as she gets to the top, she turns back and looks at you, and she says in gnomish, "Oh, are you from Burgon?
Oui, yes, I am from
I heard your Burgonese accent in gnomish."
Yes, I know. Who can't get rid of it?
Yes.
Are
she's-
you?
She thinks about it for a second. Do you mean any harm?
No,
She rolls insight on you.
it's true.
She can't tell.
Yeah.
She's kind of afraid. She looks like she's about to start running back away.
Hello, we are friendly people. My wildebeest Herman here is also friendly.
Okay.
Can we?
She.
Can the rest of the party see her yet?
Yeah, because she starts walking towards you, and she's wearing some leather armor, and she has a sword on her back, and she's a female gnome, and she says, hello, my name is Amalie. What are you doing in the plains of La Vie?
We're on our way to Moncafa. We're looking for a lichen.
A lichen, like a wolf?
No, a lichen,
Fungus.
like grows on the north side of a tree.
Oh,
Like a-
yes, okay. You're looking for a plant. Very good.
Are you here alone?
No. I am traveling with my sisters, yes. As she says this, Deus Equis sort of like grabs one of his swords on his shoulder and just kind of like looks at her and is watching. She looks at you all. She's would you like to eat with us? Our camp is over there. We have stew to spare. Maybe you can join us. You want?
Sure. How far?
Not very far. Just over there. We are going to use this dip as sort of our latrine, you know?
Okay. Well, sounds good.
Yes, well,
Wait a minute, dude. Does she seem like she's on the up and up?
I don't know. Can you be more specific?
Is there anything?
Does she seem like she's lying?
Are
Does
we
it seem like
being
she's
lured?
luring us into a trap to rob us?
Roll inside.
20. Dirty 20.
She does not seem like she's trying to trap you.
All right. She seems all right to me, fellows.
Cool.
Tams is an excellent judge of character, so.
So you guys follow her?
Yeah, I'm gonna start ritual casting detect poison and disease.
Okay. So you get to the camp before you finish casting it, so you're just like mumbling to yourself as you roll up on it.
Yeah, I'm like mumbling to myself as I'm like petting Herman like a crazy person.
Yeah, and you see 5 other gnomes dressed like Amelie, and then you see this one gnome that's wearing robes that are sort of thick leather robes that are like travel robes, but more of a robed individual. And this person is clearly the leader. And you see Amelie go up and talk to her, and that woman stands up, and she's also a gnome, but she's slightly taller than the other gnomes, and she walks up to you all and says, "What purpose do you have in this place?"
We're looking for a lichen.
We're
Like a wolf?
yeah, we're
Like a fungus that grows on the north side of a tree.
it's for medicinal purposes,
You,
and
you
we're
see, there are no trees here. This is the plains of La Vie.
Yes, we came.
Yeah.
We came from Elenia Toth. We're heading towards Moncapa.
Wonderful. You seek to find a lichen there?
Yes,
A moss, if you will?
correct.
Yeah. Okay. And so you are just walking from Elenia Toth to Moncafa?
Well, we.
we wouldn't walk
If
there,
you
of
are
course.
on the road for even one day, you are very clean.
Yes, we had some help to get to where we were, although we ended up a little bit off course. And what is your party doing here in the plains?
Well, you have not really answered my question, have you?
No, not yet.
No, you have simply turned my question back at me.
That's correct.
Yes.
And what's the answer?
This is not the behavior of a person I trust. What do you think, my sisters? And the gnomes who are sitting, they're leaning against like a wagon of sorts. 2 or 3 of them sit up and grasp their sword hilts.
I certainly meant no insult. Simply that
Yeah,
we're on a strange errand and we've been threatened at every turn. So we're feeling a little defensive and guarded. That's all.
Well, so are we. We are 6 women who are alone out here. So we are riding elderbeasts. I've never seen this before.
You look more than capable
It's-
of defending yourselves. Please, Jasper, sorry to interrupt.
it's far more efficient than walking, and we mean no harm. We're just passing through, so I see no reason why we can't coexist here. We have our mission, and you have your business, whatever that is.
Will you roll persuasion?
Uh, 19.
Okay, very good. I'm glad that one of you has social graces. This is a very dangerous place. Everyone make constitution checks.
Yeah.
All of them make constitution checks too.
Hey,
Ooh.
And one of them gets a disease.
Oh
Oh
no!
no.
4.
I'll fix it. 16.
14.
17.
Ooh. 7.
Oh no!
You can lose 1 hit point.
Okay.
4.
Okay, you lose 1 hit point.
Oh, 17.
Okay. fucking bugs bite you guys. It
Oh.
sucks. Heavy heat, lots of bugs.
Do I know any like natural remedy that will like keep the bugs away from us that's in this area?
Smoke.
A torch.
You roll nature.
Alright. Ah, terrible. 5.
You know of a certain weed that you can rub all over yourself that would help, but you don't see it anywhere. So my friends, I'm sorry I did not mean to be so rude. I'm glad that you have a well-spoken cat creature here. You know this country is populated by... are you carrying a sword?
I am, yes. I am of Parvus, but I have lived elsewhere for a long time.
Wow, I have never seen a tabaxi with a weapon.
It's unusual, I grant you that, yes.
Do you use it?
Only when necessary, the same as you. You cannot always rely on everyone's good graces, right, to survive.
Well, yes. Well, hopefully we will not be competing with each other. You see, with all the pacifism in Parvus, there is a pretty penny to be made defending traveling merchants and such, you see. So, everyone is unwilling to fight, so we protect. And currently we are traveling between Itena and Moncafa. Maybe we come with you, I don't know, we don't have wildebeests.
Are you merchants?
No, we protect
Yeah,
merchants.
Oh.
Yes, everyone is a pacifist here, so we protect them in case there are non-pacifists taking advantage.
Have you been in Parvus long?
Not very long, We coming down from Borgon through, and we were in Etena, and we did some work there, and now we are going to Moncafa. There is a market there thrice yearly, and also twice a year the 100 holy ones come down from the tower to the capital to rule on things in the Crystal Forum. So that is maybe good to protect as well, So we are looking for work. Have you seen any constables on the road? Any law enforcement people?
No.
Oh, very good. Okay, well, I would like to know if there are others keeping Parvusians safe. So, my name is Dacian. Good to meet you. These are Cara, Montclair, Blancet, Pont Noir. The last 3 are named after objects. It is a thing we do. And welcome to our fires, yes. And the 3 ladies that were gripping their swords kind of sit back, and they have a fire in front of them and a little wagon behind them, and Dacian offers you to sit and dine with them as the sun is setting.
Any poison or disease?
Only the one's sick.
Who's got what up right now?
Detect
ritual
poison and
casted.
disease.
Yeah, detect poison.
Okay, there's nothing that's around the campfire or the food that you're about to eat is going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
If there's any bugs that are poison or disease, I'm going to destroy them.
Well, it's
I feel
pretty
in the
hard
summer.
to pick the little bugs out of the air, but if you're looking in the air and you see like a bug that's glowing green bug go by and you want to grab it, you can try. You can do an acrobatics or athletics check to grab and kill a green bug.
Alright. And I will also tell them to do the same because that one's diseased.
So do you want to do a roll to see if you grab and kill one?
You said athletics?
Yeah, either one. Acrobat.
Oh, that was a way worse roll. A 7.
You do not make the grab.
Does anyone else, as I pointed out to be?
They can't see what you see.
Yeah.
Alright.
You should try using chopsticks next time with Brock Machia.
I'm gonna start ritual casting. Wait, what was it? Locate plant. The one that
You're ritual casting it?
yeah.
Okay.
The one that
So as you're doing that, one of the ladies starts spooning from a cauldron into a bowl some stew, and they start handing around the stew to everybody, and Dacian comments, I'm so glad we made a little extra. Now we have enough for everyone. Yes, we will all be warm tonight and protected. Very good.
Yes, thank you for your stew.
Okay, for hospitality.
And so you're all sitting around and eating and talking.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I'm mumbling to myself again.
Yeah.
It is so nice. I have not tasted Borgonese spices in many, many years.
Yes, we travel with them in our packs, you know, so we have a taste of home. Are you headed there? Are you headed back home?
Eventually, but we have a few things to do first.
It is a beautiful place.
May I ask what made you leave?
Oh, well, you know, everyone is not a pacifist in Bourgogne, you know?
I do know.
Yes. So there is more work for. We are more rare here. People who are willing to use the sword, you know.
Does that seem like the whole truth?
Are you want to roll insight?
I do. 18.
She's
Oh,
not
wow,
telling you the
yes.
truth.
No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. That makes sense. Go where the market needs you.
Any interesting folks that you've protected recently? Any interesting stories to tell?
Yes, you know, in the capital, a thief from another land tried to, you know, rob someone, and we stopped them. You know, this is our job. You know, it is very interesting in the capital of Bourgogne-Vauvage. There is a small workshop. You know, not like the one in Elenia Toth. You are from there, yes?
Yes.
You were.
Yeah.
Did you see the workshop there?
Yes.
Oh, we did. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I kind of motioned to my musket.
I love technology. It is so interesting. Yes.
What is the workshop like in Bourgogne?
Well, it is a little smaller, but you know, they make different things. Yes. The other day they made a machine that can clean a house. You know, this
Wow.
will save people many times. But it is very large and it runs on steam. So right now, you know, it makes the house dirty while it makes the house clean. But I think they are close. You know, it is. I don't know if you all know this. Maybe I think you do. But you know that the gnomes in Bourgogne, we actually we are the upper caste. You know, the humans. You know, it goes unsaid, but many humans refer to us gnomes in Bourgogne. We are the protected class, you say. You know. You remember this. You know the.
Yes, but we are not in Bourgogne anymore.
You know the history of Bourgogne because the humans, they sought refuge there after the fall. You know, when Toth, the human, destroyed the continent, the humans sought refuge with us and our technology. You know, as gnomes, we love technology. And we made a safe zone for the humans. So, you know, there's been so many years, so many centuries that it is just a feeling in the air. You know, the humans sometimes have a thankful feeling towards the gnomes. I don't know. Do you agree? Do you have this feeling?
In this moment, yes.
Well, yes, we are thankful that you are joining us tonight. Yes.
It's nice to have, and I'm gonna see if I can surreptitiously catch Jasper's eye, but it's like, it's nice to have a nice, honest conversation. You seem, you know, as honest as us, as me, and that is really rare to find.
Yes. It is so good to find honest,
Honest,
wonderful people.
yes. She's like, you can't see me. Just staring. You know.
No, I get it.
Yep.
So are you guys really sisters?
Love Una.
Well, you see, Cara and Montclair are sisters. The rest of us are sisters by trade, you know? We have worked together a long time.
How long?
Oh, many years, yes. Well, you see, Amélie and I, we have been together for 12 years. We have worked together. But all of us as a group, 2 years.
You ever lost any cargo you're protecting?
Well, things don't always go right. Things don't always go well. We are in the game of fighting, you know?
Oh yeah, no, I did that too. I did it for ships, but we never lost any cargo.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You look very strong. You are a good fighter?
Oh, yeah, you know, I'm alright. Pretty good.
Wonderful. Well, this stew was delicious, yes? It's so good.
Merci beaucoup.
Really great.
Did my ritual go off yet?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
The plant that we can put on ourselves so that the insects won't bite us.
Sure. You can tell, you can find it. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go and find it.
Alright, you're gonna go get it and come back and share it with everybody?
Yeah.
Everybody, you guys want to rub this plant all over yourself?
Sure.
Yeah.
Totally.
You guys rub this plant all over yourselves, no more constitution checks.
Yay!
What's the
And
coolest?
Asim, do you have enough to share with our hosts, or
Yeah,
you want to?
I would assume so if they want it.
Sure, they use it too and they're very thankful.
Yeah.
Dacian looks a little sharply at you and says, you know, rumors have been traveling the plains of something strange happening in Elenia Toth. You know about this?
Terrible things are happening in Elenia. It's
What is happening? As you go to talk, Deus Equis looks at you and it's like,
terrible things.
oh, do you know anything? We heard that there's a new queen or something.
No,
Yeah, something strange happened with the queen, and she is no longer the queen. And the council of Elenia Toth is figuring out who the next leader will be.
We lost a few of our party members recently, and it was very sad.
You lost your party members?
One wore copper armor,
Oh.
and that's what I remember about her.
That's
But yes, the halflings are so tender-hearted. He is still grieving.
You are grieving?
Right?
Yes. I think.
Here.
So,
Needs to
And-
process his feelings. Yes.
what's his face? Darius is like, está un poco tarde, eh? Me voy a dormir.
See,
Yeah. And so he goes to get out his bedroll.
we should keep a watch, yes.
Yeah.
But Jasper was going to say something else, though.
Oh, well, I was just, and there's also been, we've heard one or two rumors too, also about Bourgogne. Is there anything that you have to share with us? Anything odd happening there?
Oh yes, that is a very good question. Montclair, would you like to answer this question for him? Montclair said, yes. The Prime Minister of Bourgogne has gone crazy. Yes, that is what we heard. He jails anyone who speaks out against him, and there is a bill in the Congress to extend his term limit for 20 years.
Wow.
Yes, so we left the country. And Dacian is kind of like,
That sounds dangerous for a person like that to be in charge.
yes.
He is a dangerous man.
Well, we do not get involved in government. We make our money the hard way, but not the too hard way. Says Montclair.
That's smart. Yeah.
Is there? I'm trying to think if there would be a circumlocutus way to ask friend of Dorothy. You know what I mean? Are they part of the same network of friends?
What do you want? What do you want to know?
I want to know. I want to know if there were if there are
Similar
also
criminal?
criminals who left that maybe we work with people in common and whatever.
Yeah.
But if there's a way to that they would know what it is, but
Only
it's
if they were in that network.
only if they were in that community.
Yeah. Well, why don't you lean into Dacian and say, have Have you ever met Crunch and Snack or some other key word like that?
Sure, yeah,
she
you
would
know
know?
the exact name.
Or
Yeah.
just do something like this.
West side. West side.
Yeah, I mean, so you're not a rogue, so you don't have like thieves' cants and
No,
stuff.
but
and,
just like you know.
but you can lean in and whisper something like
Yeah.
that. And Dacian, her eyes sort of change and she looks at you. You know this person too?
Yes,
Do they know this person?
They,
Just you?
we have not, yes, we have unfortunately not been able to completely merge the groups, but yes, we go way, way back. They would be very good friends, I think.
Who? Your friends?
Yes. You know, it's nice when everybody gets along with everybody else.
Yes. She looks at her friends. Very good. Well, it is getting late. I think we should go to bed. Yes?
I'm gonna speak in Druidic and see if anybody knows what I'm saying or if I just look like a crazy person.
You just look crazy.
Alright.
Dacian goes and whispers to Montclair, and they sort of look at each other.
I think I may stay up for a little while.
Yes, well, we are going to bed. We will do a watch throughout the night. One of us will do a watch, so you can sleep because we will be watching.
I don't mind. I'm not tired yet.
Yes.
We'll watch with you.
We will also take
You
watches.
shouldn't have to do it all yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
So none of you are going to sleep tonight?
no, we'll take turns. We're gonna take
Yeah.
turns.
We're gonna do the same thing.
Okay, well, you know, 2 sets of eyes are better than 1 pair
Is
of
this what they
eyes.
say?
Yep.
So
We will be like the wildebeest and the spotted horse. We will both take watch.
He's a poet.
Yes, I have never thought of this way. This is very good. Okay, so y'all go to bed
Yeah.
with watches.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're sleeping with watches. Who's the first watch?
I'll go first.
Nothing interesting. Who's the second watch?
Wait a second.
Oh,
Nothing interesting. Who's third? You? Okay, well, while you're watching, the gnome that's on watch is sort of whispering with another gnome that, you know, is not asleep, and they're sort of passing some liquor back and forth, and you hear them whispering, do you think they figured us out? No.
what was it?
You hear them whispering, do you think they figured us out? No. They believe us, I think. Oh, man, imagine if we needed to kill them. Oh, that'd be hard. The other one says, so dangerous. Did you see the tiara on that halfling wearing the broccoli?
The crazy athlete talking to himself the whole time.
Petting his wildebeest.
Did you see the tiara on that halfling wearing the broccoli cape? I bet it's magic. We should steal it. The other one says, we should let them get as far from here as possible before we steal anything again. So that's what you overhear. You hear them whispering that to themselves and sipping liquor while you're guarding.
And Una's just been doing push-ups the whole time. She's
Act casual.
That switches the one-handed.
So you do anything, or you just keep watching?
No, well, I think Una would go to Daphne's tent when the watch changes. Una would go to Daphne's tent and be like, Daphne,
What?
I heard them whispering.
It's like
They got secrets.
most Morganese do. Go back to bed.
They've been eyeballing Asim's tiara. But I don't think they're gonna make a move. But
They will.
these people are clearly criminals,
Yes.
thieves.
I think.
Can you imagine?
No, I think they will know better than to mess with us right now.
Alright,
But keep your eyes peeled. This is good to know.
I'm gonna do some sit-ups.
Do you eventually go back to sleep?
Yeah,
Or you
I
do
go.
another
I'm taking
step?
the last watch.
Okay, you take the last watch. Nothing else interesting happens. At the end of your watch, the gnomes start to wake up, and they make breakfast. They have some eggs and stuff, and they make a big egg breakfast for everybody, and they have some coffee. Yeah, just a little bit of coffee. They give everybody like this much coffee in a cup, and some eggs and stuff, and
You all get 12 good berries.
Hey.
Jasper, what's your passive perception?
11.
Thank you for telling me. Alright. Alright, so you guys have a nice breakfast with them. Do you want to say anything to them, or what are you up to?
I'm still being pleasant, but I'm keeping I'm keeping an eye out, keeping an eye on my stuff.
Yeah.
I think we stay. Like, this has been so great. Thank you for your hospitality. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and maybe we'll meet again.
Well, since we're all going the same direction, do we all want to go together?
Well, we have faster modes of transit, right? So we'll get there quicker, I think.
Yeah, you guys are like 6 hours away. They're another day. They're another full day away.
Let's use our beasts. These are. I much prefer the company. I'm not saying this in front of the nerds.
You hear a chorus of adventure, adventure.
Let's use our beasts. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm open to ideas.
What I asked them what's for the gold that they need. What do you guys spend gold on?
What?
I don't know. You guys are saying you came to our country to make money.
We need food. We need water. We need to repair our weapons. We need to, we travel, and we need to feed ourselves and shelter ourselves and protect ourselves.
Okay.
I feel like I want to give them something,
No.
money for no.
Slap your wrist.
I'm sorry to ask you if it's appropriate to
Well,
be like,
No.
they gave us all this food.
Are we at a hard out at 10 tonight?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So,
I'll just say thanks.
so shall we leave it at you haven't fully said goodbye yet?
Yeah.
It's the morning.
Sure.
You get your shit together.
Yeah.
You haven't fully decided what you're doing as
Yeah.
you're leaving. All right, let's pause. I'm so sad that we have to wait 2 weeks to find out what happens next. On the way to Moncafa. All right, so let's do checkouts. All right, let's see.
That's pretty.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad I remembered. I've got prizes tonight. So when we're talking about something that another player did, pitch them for prizes. I can save your prize till you're here. Now, who does drink alcohol? Do you drink alcohol?
Sometimes.
And
David does.
David does? Alright, so we've got 2 contestants. For one of you 2 is getting alcohol. And there's a couple other interesting prizes. So we're gonna do I know we're gonna do something cool that another player did. Okay, what did we enjoy about the session? What is something cool that another player did? And I guess, is there anything that you wish was different, or what are you looking forward to next time? And we'll start with David.
All right. It was great. It was a great session. I enjoyed going back to the Mage College and finding interesting new development there, and seeing everybody at the funeral and piecing together what happened, and getting to speak with Fadrul. I mean, wow. And I enjoy also moving on, like getting out of Elenia Toth and getting on to our next kind of adventure. I think this is really exciting. There's a lot of good fun, a lot of great role playing. I like how the characters are just kind of like sometimes are just kind of like they just do what they do. I liked how like Lord Hans like was putting questions to like the high priestess of this temple as if she were like in like a police interrogation room. I just thought that was so great, and fits like his personality too, I think. So I thought that was great fun. Also like that. I'm interested to see where Daphne's new organization, her new membership in the church, where that goes.
Yeah, she's thrilled.
And I have to give kudos to Daphne for like, kind of making the sacrifice. It's like the thing that needed to be done, but like she was the most obvious candidate to do it. Yeah.
All right. Good. Yeah. Okay. Laura, you're up.
Okay. So a couple things I really enjoyed. David, your riff on The Hobbit and keeping that going just made me very happy. That was really funny. And Jake, I loved the imagery of the funeral rite at the Mage College. It gives, it's a really cinematic picture, and it also gives such a sense of history and culture. Like, I thought that was really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Player, I guess, kind of did that. There's a lot of good stuff. I had something specific. I think folks just sort of leaning in, and to David's point, doing what they're gonna do, and it's exciting to get a point with the characters where that's sort of instinctual. You know what I mean? So that's good, and I am looking forward to figuring out, what's going on with these gnomes? Will they be an asset? Are they gonna try some shit? Like, it's not gonna end well for them if they do, but we'll see what happens.
We will see. All right, LH. L. Ron Hubbard.
I'm going to nominate Hassan for an award. For the Academy Award for Best Fly Conversation. And also, so the idea of talking to the fly, which gave us a huge clue, and then also showing the medallion to Fadrul, which explained a lot about the medallion and that we are being observed supernaturally. So that's my award nomination. And I also thought that was a cool thing. I liked the Mage College stuff a lot. I do want to apologize to the group for immediately dragging us all into volunteering our services.
If we hadn't wanted to do it, we could have.
Yes.
Yeah, stop.
Yes.
The murder investigation.
CSI Mage College.
Murder.
Yes. They're like, yes, we will help you. Because Hans has such
Where are Murden? Murder.
Hans is really is both terrified of and wants to speak to Welrar. So he knows it leads back to Welrar, and that's why he's got the energy around it. And then yes, I'm curious about the gnomes, and I wish I could stay up later so that we could either kill these thieving gnomes or whatever's going on.
Now, we'll see.
We're not playing Sir Chesley now.
And when you said you wanted to ask a Friends of Dorothy question, I thought you were asking, are the gnomes all gay?
Well,
that's what she
yes,
but in another way.
That's what I got. Thank you.
All right. Booyah.
What did I liked? I loved Daphne's just resisting and being so irritated about the temple, and then finally being like, "Fuck!" I was shocked as Una. That's like, the fuck? She's joining? No.
In name only.
No. No. And I really loved. I loved the teleportation machine short circuiting and sending us the wrong place, thinking that was going to be so simple, and it was not. And wrangling a wildebeest was hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
Very great idea.
Yeah.
And yeah, and just I love Hans's. Well, I love personally, but as Una, I'm so irritated by Hans's like wanting to investigate, discuss, let's go here, let's go there, whatever. She was literally about to just run away. Like, no. And yeah, it was so great. It's so great. But yeah, I'm definitely I just was very excited to get out of town and into new areas, and I'm just so amazed always by all the details and the places and all the names of people, the wonderful names of all the characters.
And I'll put the map in the chat so you guys can have the
Nice.
new
Thank you.
Barboos map since Deus Ex would show it to you.
Daisekis.
Oh yeah, and I really loved Jasper walking back from. There was the moment where I forgot exactly what it was, but Hans had said something that offended somebody, and Jasper totally like smoothed it over with his nice persuasion.
That was the high priestess.
Yeah, he does a lot of cleaning up after us.
Yeah, it's just like, please pardon my friends.
Yeah, he does a lot of that.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, so that would be a nomination.
Let me persuade you poorly. Well, hold on. Let me persuade you.
What he actually meant was.
Allow me to translate.
Not that a lot of good persuasion and deception didn't happen, but Jasper's always saving everyone's asses. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Is it Michael's turn now?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I also like the fact that we finally made it. We've left Elenia Toth. So I think that was cool. With the teleport was also interesting. I don't believe you actually told us what was happening. So in my mind, I was like, am I still, even with the thing, is it still fucked up? Like, should I get rid of this? I don't know. So my character's contemplating like just turning into a badger and like just digging down and like fucking like tossing it. But like, he's just kind of thinking about it. So I thought that was interesting. The CSI Mage College was interesting, and then in the middle of it, we're like, oh, here's some magic items. Let me just put it in my pockets. Let me just put these things in my pockets, which is pretty funny. And then these guys are thieves, and we're like, thieves? What?
Well, I never.
Yeah, exactly. Who would do such a thing? But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun and funny.
We should let the gnomes steal the medallion.
Why would you want
That's
that?
terrible.
The
We don't
medallion
know
is just scrying a
The
bunch
problem
of
is we
gnomes.
don't know which you they're working for. You know?
It can also we know that now that it can mind control.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we probably don't want anybody to
Make
have this.
us evil.
Jake, can I add one more thing? Which I love this new. This happened twice in this game. This idea that the evil powers that be are like trying to get us out of Elenia Toth and like want us out of there. I like that's a great new wrinkle and twist like for us to kind of like mull over.
Well,
It's great.
it's fun because it sounds like Elenia Toth's evil person wants us out of there, so it's someone else's problem.
Yeah.
It's like this gray man's problem now,
Yeah.
not my problem anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a mood, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's pretty-
everybody at their job.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's pretty
place
funny.
that up.
And it raises the stakes for when we come back.
Yes.
What are we gonna find? Like what's
I
going
had
on now?
a super quick question, just because I'm not gonna remember to ask it in 2 weeks. So I didn't realize that Hans was so young. I know Una's young. Are Jasper and Hasm also
I'm 20.
okay? And so for a halfling
Halfling
that's
that's pretty young, yeah.
David, how old is Jasper?
I just checked my
Oh.
age and I have nothing written there, so I guess I'll have to figure that out.
He's pretty young though.
He's
more than
he's-
like 24 or something.
yeah,
Because if he's in his
early
40s
20s.
and he wants to be an actor.
Yeah, he's just trying to get into acting.
It's a midlife crisis.
Yeah,
Right.
I understand. Also, your parents.
He has to be
human
old
parents.
enough that he went through a lot early on. So yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
early 20s, early
Okay.
20s.
I was curious.
And how old?
Ben
Yeah.
is,
How old your character?
not quite 40.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
like
like
late 30s.
you're like the mother of the group kind of thing.
You're the wine aunt.
The one of the group.
The mother death cleric.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
cool, mysterious auntie.
Yeah, right.
Always coming back from trips.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about it.
Well, I deeply enjoyed the session. I liked that Una contributed to the investigations quite a bit.
Yeah.
She made that sword appear. You looked under the bed for the
Yeah.
sword, but
Yeah.
you found the scroll, the level 2 spell scroll for him, which is, he's very happy.
Yes.
I think it's
Thank
interesting
you.
to end up with Dust Devil and other spells that you might not choose, and now you can let's use this thing.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about giving enemies like spells that no one would use and like see what the fuck it does to
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
instead of just all the min-maxing spells. Like, what about this weird spell? So your randomly selected spell, Dust Devil. Now your homework is to use it. You must Dust Devil something. Of course, you have to learn it during a long rest.
Yeah,
Did you perchance copy it into your spell book?
I did.
Before you went to sleep that
Yes.
night?
Yes.
Okay, make an Arcana roll, please.
Uh,
Or you want me to roll it for you?
Okay. Arcana is gonna be
Just roll it and we'll see how low it is.
Do you do? Does it cost money for you?
6, but my Arcana is
It's
like
plus 5,
yeah.
so it's 11, so I think you're safe.
yeah.
It's a level 2 spell though.
Oh.
Is your Arcana plus 5 or is it plus 7?
I can spend an inspiration, but I forget. Let's see.
I'll probably find it before you do because you're on my computer here.
Yeah. Plus 7.
Phew, you're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, your spell almost became a Dust Devil. Your
Yeah.
scroll almost became a Dust Devil. So we'll have to have you fail at learning a spell at some point in the future. You can add that into your spell book and decide
Yes.
if you're going to have it prepared for next time.
Okay.
So Una talks the least, but when she talks, it's often adds a lot of character and fun to the story. Hassan was really creative, just like last time when he suggested Jasper use suggestion. This time he got the wildebeest for everybody to ride. He did the other 2 or 3 things that you guys mentioned. Laura made a big sacrifice. Daphne spent 375 gold to get you guys a little bit more information. I also really liked that this was second in a row combat-free session.
Yeah.
And there were so many ways you guys could have gotten into combat today.
Really?
Like, I was testing a bunch of different combat things. And you didn't get into any combat today. But there's plenty of ways you could have.
We're too good at non-confrontational combat.
I thought about it.
We could have taken on Welrar Mirrodin right at the funeral.
At the funeral.
I was in the last game before you suggested he do suggestion. Una was just gonna grab that guy by the nads.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of suggestion.
Like, take off.
You might have liked it. You might have liked
No,
it.
not Temple. I thought.
What was it? Other than the gnomes, what would have been the combat? I can't even think. The gnomes, obviously.
Now, Jasper, how much do you actually like cat people? Do you like cat people, David Zaft?
The movie?
Does David Zaft or does Jasper? Oh, all right, excellent. Is that my prize?
This is your
I love
prize.
I love it.
Is some cat people stickers.
That's
Yes.
Yes, so I will hold that in my
Thank
study until next
That's
time.
amazing.
That's
Now, which one of you two likes cars more?
Good question.
Like actual
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like cars?
2.
Like
6.
Okay.
the band?
Like
You
for the
get
movie
you get this
cars.
prize. It's a license plate frame that says my other car is
Oh.
parked at the Peterson Automotive.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Hey.
So there you
Great
go.
museum.
Laura
Yeah.
gets first alcohol prize,
Hooray!
which is a Smoke Lab vodka.
Wine
All
drinking
right, all right,
ant.
thanks.
Top of
Sarah.
the line.
That's our
Stuff.
wine drinking ant.
And Michael
right?
gets one of the only things he can drink,
Hey.
Zico
I did
coconut
it.
water.
Yay.
So these are the MVP prizes,
Nice.
and
Nice.
I've got some stickers that I'm giving away.
What?
I think Una should get the one with the scimitar, don't
Ooh,
That makes sense.
yay.
And
Oh my
Take
goodness,
first pick
these are
of
so
one of
fun.
these.
Yeah.
yes. And let's see, you get a pick one of these.
What does this say?
It says passed all. This one says passed all layer safety tests. Not a mimic, 99% guaranteed.
Nice.
Mm. I kind of like the hologrammy one.
All right,
What's that other one?
and
Dragon's Horde?
Oh.
nice.
and this one's very Michael because he's
Yes.
always listening at doors and everything.
Yep, this makes sense.
Yep, I like it. It feels right.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
I'll save the cat stickers for Jasper for next time,
Amazing.
Yay.
and I've got maybe some dice.